Reveries. It's episode 12, believe it or not, of season 2. Let's jump into everything. Even though we did start late, we're not going to do like an extra whatever minutes. If you guys don't know already, I was in the hospital on Friday, so I'm trying to take it easy with my long stints of sitting down. You can learn about it on my Discord. I don't want to make the focus of anything that we're doing about that. I'm just letting you know I'm sticking to my shorter, times and all that, and we will be still taking our break and all that. So without further ado, let's go around the cast, and then I'll do our recap, and we will jump into everything. Let's start with LadyDevann.
Hi,
Hello.
I'm LadyDevann. I'm a partner. I play Nora, and she's a spicy 15-year-old girl. And you can find me on Twitch under LadyDevann, and Twitter and Instagram and Facebook and everything under LadyDevann.
Awesome. Cool. Thank you. And how about Avi?
Hi, I'm LadyAvianna. I'm also a partner streamer, but I don't stream nearly as much as some people do. I started streaming though recently. You can find me pretty much everywhere as LadyAvianna, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram. I am a cosplayer, a role player, and a variety streamer. I do a lot of survival games and horror games as my games that I stream. Right now you can kind of catch me at random times. I've been trying really hard I went from like 1 time a week, and now I'm trying like 2 times a week, so I'm trying to get back into it. But very soon here, I'm going to be streaming, playing Ark Roleplay again, and I am playing currently. I'm getting everything together to start streaming it. I'm going to be playing Ark version of Evelyn, so if you guys want to see Evelyn again, you can come and watch. She's got kind of an interesting story that I hope will unfold, like a background thing for her. And this, she's the same kind of character, but she has a different story in Ark. So, but yeah. So that's it. Everybody.
Awesome. And how about Adam?
Hi, I'm CallofCthulhu. I stream 6 days a week. Horror, magic, Lovecraft stuff. You know, the sort of thing. It's CallofCthulhu's the name. It's not My Little Pony. You can come and see me do that then, or you can not. It's really up to you.
Wait, My Little Pony? We can come see you do My Little Pony?
Only on Halloween type times of the year do I do that kind of dreadful shit. But yeah, so horror, that sort of thing. Very happy. I play something. I'm probably going to die soon. Milton. Again, I'm going to die. Apparently that's my role in this roleplay thing, is to just rotate out like a fucking revolving door. Woo!
Wow.
There you go.
Wow.
I'm running out of costumes. I'm being bald, it's weird.
You have to start combining them together.
And I need to start adding in wigs and shit. I'm never wearing a jumper and a suit jacket. It's bad enough wearing a jumper in the fucking summer.
Yeah, I can't imagine how hot it is for you guys right now there. Like, no freaking AC. Ugh.
It's regrettable.
Yes, I can't even imagine. It like reached 75 degrees in our house today, and I was like,
I mean, it's definitely hotter for
why
you.
is it so hot?
It's definitely hotter for you, because like Texas is like 1,000 degrees, right?
Yeah, 1,000,
But-
yeah, exactly.
I was
Yeah,
walking
exactly
around.
1,000.
I was walking around the garden section at Home Depot today, and I was fine.
I just went to the vet, and I was like dying and blasting my AC and panicking, thinking my cat was gonna have a heat stroke on the way to the vet. I was like, just keep breathing.
Yeah.
More water.
Our lack of AC is certainly hurting us in Britain.
All right, awesome. And last but not least, McLoken. Don't spoil anything about your character, but
I just want to say, I feel that it's completely sexist that you have the women go first in introductions, and I go very last, and I don't know how I should feel right now.
In terms of like a TV sitcom, the person who's like Anne such and such is the most famous person.
Oh, you know what?
You know,
Adam,
like American Flat Pie movies. It started out with like,
I'm moving to England so we can live together and make a sitcom.
okay, then that's it doesn't matter what characters we make up, it always becomes that eventually.
If you guys, I'm McLoken. I'm playing my new character today. I can't say anything about it because the creator of this game yelled at me. So that means if I say anything, I'm fairly sure there's just like Cthulhu grabs you and and you're dead.
Dead.
You died way before he grabbed you. So yeah.
Fantastic. And you can find McLoken where doing what? Okay, fine. Okay, and then Metamancer here. I am the GM for Call of Cthulhu Reveries, and I am going to jump into our recap. Don't forget, you can impact the game by doing subs and resubs, as well as the other donation thingies. There's a bits thing there. Go deal with that. Okay. So last time on Call of Cthulhu Reveries, the investigators, Josephine, Nora, Milton, and Sarge, had made their way to a temple in the middle of the jungle of Cled. And in that moment, they had realized that they were also being followed and pursued by the jungle cats of Cled that they had previously encountered. During that process, though, they met, I guess, a group of individuals, 4 to be precise. They were the water priests of the river god that was part of that temple. And the investigators did inquire quite a little bit of information to figure out what exactly the temple was about, maybe glean some information or details about the journey that they had ahead, including the crystallizer of dreams, which unfortunately for them, they did not yield exactly the results that they were looking for. However, the priests were pretty open and humble and kind about letting them stay there, and so the group stayed the night, and in the middle of everything, Nora had experienced a strange dream, and where she saw Amos once again, and someone who she hadn't seen in quite some time. But the dream wasn't really what it needed to be at the time for her, and so she awoke in the middle of the night, where Sarge had been keeping watch, and they shared some moments together to, as friends and people who had gone through some serious traumas. And by the time that morning rolled around, Milton had already then been keeping watch, and as everybody kind of got the belongings back together to continue down out of the jungle and pursue a new path towards the library that they were told about, the Great Library in the Dreamlands, they noticed that something just wasn't right. As they went back towards the central pool area, the water priests were no longer visible, and the strange mist that had previously haunted Sarge for many, many weeks in Brighton had returned and found him in the Dreamlands as 2 hounds of Tindalus emerged to finally take their prey. And as Sarge kind of took his last efforts to allow the rest of the group to get away from not only the hounds, but also the cats who had thus surrounded the temple, Sarge perished as he was devoured out of existence. And we find our cast members remaining kind of floating down the river Ocranus, kind of aimlessly, with Nora and Anna both fairly hysterical from everything, and Milton and Josephine trying to find a way to get them to shore away from the cats. And we will jump back into our scene there at that point where Milton, Nora, and Josephine are with Anna in the water. So take it away, guys. Whoever wants to. I mean, let's get the giggles out about the dear water priest. There it is.
Stuck in my head for a week.
Okay. Wait.
And I'd be like, dear water priest. In my head before I said something.
I need to tell you guys something, that this became an official meme on Twitch because I was in a random person's channel that had they had a viewer that watched the show, and the first thing they said to me was "Dear Water Priest," and that was it.
I had about 10 people say that on the Monday.
Yeah.
Nobody in my stream has said it at all.
Those jerks.
We need a shirt.
Not a single person.
Dear Water Priest.
What kind of priest?
What a priest. Am I going to die in this episode? I'm like Australian.
Yeah, that was kind of a little Australia.
That's a little Australian.
So that was that was the meme of
Sorry, we had to get it out.
No, I know. I was waiting for it to happen, really. It was just inevitable.
Also, sorry, I'm not wearing my normal Nora shirt today. I have no idea where I put it.
It's okay.
That's all I have to say about that.
Yeah, I'm apologizing for not wearing my huge heavy leather coat.
Yeah, I can't even imagine.
God, no.
Next fucking costume is going to be like a.
Glad Sarge
I had
died last time because
coat.
now I don't have to wear that army
Like
jacket
Evelyn.
anymore.
That's true.
No more combat fatigues for the. You know, that's a bit of a win.
I got them for another stream now.
I miss Evelyn because our house has air conditioning on a lot because other people get really warm. So I always overcompensate by wearing like a sweater or something just so I don't have to complain about it and let them have air condition. And now I'm like cold.
I'm gonna die tonight because it's 100 degrees in Texas and my AC apparently does not want to stay at 72 and I'm in a freaking sweater now.
Yep. Problems, man. We got problems. Okay, so who wants to start the scene off for us in the water?
I think I'm.
Is there no current?
There's a current.
I'm backstroking down
Well-
the river with Devon under one arm.
Yeah, I'm still
Try
gonna be
virtually
trying to
choking her
swim
out
away.
so she doesn't
There's still
kick back and
cats
try and
up
fight
there.
out.
Yeah.
Like we're not far from cats.
Correct.
So I'm taking. I
Anna?
don't have time right now.
Nor-
Ain't nobody got time to sit around and weep.
My
for
main
Sarge
focus is
yet.
both not drowning and not actually choking out Devon, because I imagine she's like flailing around a lot.
Yeah,
Just make it not easier.
Nora is still like wanting to run back to where, even though Sarge isn't there anymore, she's still like, and she's in that denial stage where that didn't just happen, and she wants to go back to this. So she is struggling, and she'll continue to struggle until she wears herself out, and then
I'm
she'll
just
probably
hoping that
take
she
a
like
big power
passes
nap.
out soon enough.
Yeah,
Because it's really not easy to swim with somebody who's trying to fight out of your grip.
yeah, she's definitely she's struggling. She'll probably get tired pretty soon though. In the
Yeah.
water.
Okay.
So that's the plan. I mean, the overarching plan at this point is to like swim down river enough that we can just then plow straight back for the fucking boat.
Okay.
For me, anyway. But I want her to fucking calm down enough that we can actually do that, because
We don't
until
have
she
a
like
boat.
nearly exhausts herself.
I don't think we have a boat, do we?
My boat.
Oh,
Yeah,
your
to
boat.
get to his
Oh
boat,
yeah.
Oh no, not. We were going to make a raft, which would have been fine.
We
We can
can't.
still do that, but I still need Nora
Down
to
the river.
fuck
Yeah.
out.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah, I'm
Go ahead.
Joseph.
I mean, you could knock her over the head to knock to.
Josephine
I could
is,
do that,
is
but the problem
trying
is,
really hard to
like-
keep Anna from drowning and getting her away from the situation because I
So
cats.
Yeah.
I'm wearing shoes, which is not making swimming easier. And I've got you under one arm, flailing and kicking around like a bastard. And I'm trying to backstroke with the other arm. So it's all in all, I haven't even got time to knock you over the head. And also, that's not gonna make it much easier, because then you'd just be a dead weight. And that's not gonna be better. The
Okay.
whole thing's a
Yeah. Okay. So you guys will make it quite a bit ways down the river. Are you going to try to get onto the shore at some point, or are you just going to let the current kind of take you to the ocean? Where your-
Honestly,
where your
until
ship is?
Nora actually calms down, I'm going to keep on just pulling down the river, because she's not going to be better on dry land, and I'm at least good at swimming.
Okay.
Whereas if she runs off into the jungle, we're fucking fucked.
Right.
So,
Right. Which
That's
she
my
has been
theory.
known to do these things.
yeah. So,
Not that you would know that.
What sort of, no.
Josephine has not interacted with these cats yet.
Yeah.
But as a thing, they're cats. So she's gonna think that they don't like water, and she's gonna want to stay in the water as much as possible.
Yeah.
So that if they do try to chase after us, they don't necessarily want to get in the water with us.
Well, yeah, you
Without-
guys would. Well, you.
without much knowledge of like navigation, rivers go into the sea,
Yeah.
and my theory is we could just keep going down this river and then track along the coast.
Yeah.
To get back to
Like
the
the
boat.
idea for it was that we were going to go down the river and then we were going to walk back up the coast to where your boat was. So
Yeah.
we
That's
did
still
a
the plan.
straight track from your boat to the temple, but that's not safe. This is
that's
longer, but it's safer.
Yeah.
That's pretty much my plan. And
Yeah.
you know, at some point Nora will exhaust herself, and then she'll go to sleep, and then we can make a raft or something.
Yeah.
My sort of like working theory, based on the fact that I'm only tenuously holding on to what little sanity I have left.
Yeah. So, did I make you guys roll sanity for the hounds?
No.
Yeah.
No.
We
No, I mean for the. I think Nora didn't have to because she saw the hounds before.
Yes.
But no one saw me get eaten
That's
by the hounds. 'cause
true.
they jumped
No,
out
we'd have only
because I
heard
made
it.
them Run.
Yeah.
I thought we rolled when we first saw them, when we were walking out the front of the
Yes. Yes, you did.
thing, we
Yeah, right.
rolled.
Yes, you did.
and then
Yeah, right. You're right. Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
I
been
see
2
it right
weeks.
here.
Sorry.
I see it right here.
So yeah, make sure that you guys, if you're not marking your encounters with entities, that you do that so you can keep track of what you've experienced.
Oh yeah.
Just because eventually it becomes quote normalized, which means you don't continue to lose sanity to the same thing over and over again. That's just how the rules work. But yeah.
Oh, it says that I have interacted with these cats at some point, but
Yes, that's what I was going to say, was Josephine knows exactly what the jungle cats are. Like, she understands
I imagine for you they're more like a tiger.
Yeah.
You know what it is? It's not like sanity losing. It's just like I don't want to get my head ripped off. Frightening.
Yeah. Yeah.
yeah.
So... Oh, see?
Yeah, tentacly creatures with weird tentacles aren't weird to me. I see them all the time.
Exactly.
But like I can see that they're kind of weird to you guys because you don't see those all the time.
Yeah.
I mean, Nora just saw him get completely him disappear though. So did she do a sanity check over losing?
No, I
the
body
last
checked
person?
you before he got in.
Yeah, he pulled you into the water when he was coming down.
I mean, I think that he had one hand devoured at that time, but she
my
his
probably
leg,
have to-
his leg.
his leg, yeah.
Yeah.
So, but she'd probably have to roll to like actually see that, wouldn't she? Because it's like entangled in.
Yeah, probably.
Two hounds.
I'm gonna let Devin make a call here for her character if you want to have been more involved in that.
Honestly, like I don't want to do a sanity check, but I feel like all of the stress and everything that she's had, like that's probably would have been a big tipping point for her
Yeah.
to see, because that's the last person that came with her to the strange world.
Right.
Plus, you're obviously like, to an extent, hysterical at this point.
Yes.
Yeah, exactly. So I don't want to, but I think she needs to.
Okay.
I think it
Plus,
makes sense
you've
story-wise.
made every fucking sanity check from the beginning of this damn game until
Well,
one.
she didn't
last
last
did-
time.
Yeah,
Like,
she
last
she
time, I
failed
think
it last
was
time, which is why
I've
she.
ever seen her have a sanity failure in like 20 episodes of this shit.
She did fail once, and that's when she was floating trying to get eaten by the catapus.
Oh yeah.
That
Yeah.
was great.
Yeah, that was really funny.
Fucking Simon can't pass a sanity check if like a cat sneezes.
Alright, so roll sanity on that.
Yeah. Let me get my cheat sheets. Okay, yeah, you had a hard success.
Surprise, surprise.
He
I
also
mean-
has a stupid amount of sanity too. I started
Yeah.
with 84 sanity.
Yeah. Yeah, she had a lot.
That certainly didn't help me, as I didn't really start with that much sanity.
Yes.
Well, I mean, it kind of makes sense for your character because you've seen so many crazy things,
Yeah.
or heard of, or read of so many crazy things that the crazy things don't really bother you as much as other people. That makes
Well,
Exactly.
You know,
Yeah,
you
that's
know
why
this
we gave
junk
her some
exists though,
Yeah.
a lot of time. You're like, okay, that is it. It's scary, but I already knew about this fucking thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's 100% exactly true. So, okay, cool. So, I mean, you're still, right now, from a narrative and roleplay perspective, Nora is not currently consolable. So, that's not gonna... The sanity would have just been on top of what you're already experiencing as an individual. So, let's go ahead and kind of ping forward. You guys have made it way down the river at this point. You can actually see where the water is going to start to spill out into the sea. So you're getting closer to where the beaches are, so it'll be easier to pull out of the river if you need to.
How is Nora in terms of like hysteria, physical activity?
We're back on the raft, right?
No, we haven't made it. We haven't made a raft. We've just been swimming while you've been freaking out.
Yeah.
Oh,
we
we've
never
been
made a
swimming.
raft. Well, the plan was to make a
Yeah.
raft before
She's-
we all got attacked by bullshit.
She's probably now like she's probably wore herself off, so she's probably just like zoned out, just like basically kind of dead waiting on you.
As long as she's glazed, I'll be making my way to the shore.
Okay. Yeah, so, okay, you guys make it to the shore at this point. Anna has stopped crying, Josephine. She's kind of very similar state as Nora is in that she doesn't understand exactly what happened, just that a bunch of things like started coming out of nowhere and that there were the jungle cats, which
I was trying really hard to like hold her close to me as best I could. It doesn't necessarily mean that she didn't see anything, but
Right.
like
for her, from, as I would say, maybe like one of you guys, if you want to do some kind of a check to see if you notice or if you can figure out exactly what her issue is, because she's got something going on right now. It would probably be a psychology.
I've got psychoanalysis or psychology.
Yeah.
What's your flavor?
You can use whichever is higher.
I'll use psychoanalysis then.
Okay. Cool. You think Milton, by the way that she was acting before, and then by the where she is now, she's got some PTSD, probably because of what happened at her village with the cats before.
Oh yeah, okay. All right. Look, I assume the only person I can really talk to here is Josephine. All right. Look, the little girl. You know what? Oh, you're not gonna know this phrase at all. So like in a war, like if you see something really terrible, then later on you go home, and you sometimes have nightmares, flashes, that sort of stuff.
yes, I know this.
Yeah. The little girl is definitely suffering from that.
I was thinking that's because of the cats, yeah.
Yeah, it's the cats. It's when we first met her, they were eating a village anyway, so it's the same thing. Now this one, I think, has just like wrung herself out. I honestly didn't know that I thought she didn't like the guy that much, but clearly she
He was
had.
the only one. Didn't they all came in the group? And
I've never got the full story out of them. I met them and one of them had just died, and then honestly they've been bickering back and forward ever since. So I even got the impression that they were super like friends with each other. But she has taken this one hard. So we're not going to be getting.
I know that when I first met her, she told me her entire story.
Oh yeah.
Yes. That was our walk back to the town. You guys dropped her off, and she was very angry at you, and she proceeded to tell me her whole story. And it seems to me that, maybe she was not close to these people, but they did come with her. It would be like if you traveled to a different country, correct?
Yeah.
And you traveled with a group of people, and you're in a strange country, and maybe they're not necessarily the people that you're close to, but they are the people who understand where you come from.
Oh yeah, I mean that makes that makes sense, yeah. But the thing is, she's not gonna be any use to us either.
No.
I don't see her. I mean, if she snaps out of this quick, she's still gonna be pretty crushed. We gotta get back to the ship. I don't know if I assume we're still looking for this library. I mean, because it's just her now. I mean, I don't know, I can just travel home. And that's not really a problem.
Why are you here, man?
Honestly. So, do you believe in God? Do you believe
We
in...
had this conversation before.
Yeah. So, you know,
At a very
you know what I mean then, right? Like, sometimes he's got a plan for all of us, right? And me and you and everyone, right? I'm here for a reason. I've got this thing that allows me to travel. It can't be for no reason. I feel like, honestly, when I first started coming here, I thought I was getting them all back, right? That was why I thought. But like 2 of them are dead. So at this point, it must be about her. And this, I'm talking about Nora here. It's got to be about getting this, because otherwise I don't understand why I'm here. I don't understand why I got the key. And you got to have faith in the plan, right? You got to believe. And if you don't, you're adrift, and I don't even think about that. So it's got to be his plan. I've just got to get this one back, honestly, because Otherwise, I haven't got a fucking clue why the hell's going on, why I have this thing, and what the point of any of it is. So, we're gonna get the girl home. If it's and it might be the last thing I do. I don't know about you, but this has not been going well these last couple of weeks for us. I mean, I know you only joined us quite recently, but you've already seen this is pretty much what it's always like. A few moments of walking around and then we get attacked by some bollocks. So, well, let's get this little girl to the library. Maybe we can find out about this axis of whatnot, the dream thing, the thing that'll get her home, right? I don't know. The thing is, like, she's not even coming back to her world. Like, I know that their world, like, it got destroyed or something. I don't know. There's something about a big bird, and there's this grey-haired, fucking pale-skinned bitch following us around, and she's been doing no good either. You haven't seen her yet. Let's just try and keep it that way, because she has killed off 1-2 of them. I don't even know anymore. She was the reason, apparently, they ended up here.
If her world is destroyed, do you think that maybe the reason she came here is like a way to protect and save herself?
Maybe. I mean, that makes as much sense as any of us does, honestly. But my world, my world is still there. Now, I don't know if it's her world. I'm not a scientist or whatever, but it's definitely like, the Earth, which is where we're from. It's like England and Ireland and America and all those places. So
yeah,
we'll do what we can. That's all we can do at this point. And I'm gonna get the little girl home if I can. But honestly, she can just come back with us. We got orphanages there as well. I mean, I don't know what you want to do, but you can come with us too. Like, honestly, it's a lot like this, except it's not shit back in my world. So,
yeah.
like, you can still hunt for treasure and do all that stuff, but you get guns and a lot less giant bipedal man-eating cats.
I'm not really a fan of guns.
I mean, you don't have to use a gun. You can keep with your whip if you want. But the important point is, you can drive to these places rather than having to go on a horse or just walk. So, the boat is just an example. Like, I don't think you got this kind of technology, right? When we pulled into it was pretty much like sailing ships. I mean, this doesn't have ships, it's got an engine. I don't know if you understand, you know what's going on with that, but like you're with a fire, you burn a fire. It's basically like that, but it's taking the power of the fire to drive the back of the ship. And that's what makes it go. But it's all like that back in our world. So you can come back with us, and if you want, but we're getting this one home, no matter what.
I'd like to help you all get to where you need to go, but
I mean,
don't know if I can go with you.
I mean, I
don't even know if the girl can go with you.
I don't know about either of those. I don't know how it works. The only thing now, because I can just go back is the thing. Like, I can go back right now. That'll make it a bit problematic for all of you to get back because, the boat will go with me. Right? But we're getting her home. That's the only thing that matters now.
All right.
So what do you reckon?
Library.
What do you reckon? How far do you reckon it is? Because we just walk up the coast. We're going to meet the boat eventually, right? It's the sea. So
We have a far way to go for the library, but I do want to go to the library. That is very important to myself as well as to you.
Okay, then. Well, let's just go to. Can we get to the library primarily by water, or is that no?
I believe that there is some ways to get there by water, based on some rivers, but I'm not sure. I think that we would have to go to the library specifically on foot.
Oh no, I mean, obviously it's not in the water. But what I mean is, can we get most of the way on the boat? Because that'll be a lot safer for us.
Well, there's two separate ways. I have to remember the names of these countries. Meta probably knows this better than I do.
The closest place to go to get to the Great Library would be to go to Cellophace,
Yes.
which is across the ocean.
Oh, okay.
On the other, like, massive landmass that is in the Dreamlands.
Yes, so we can go to Teleface, which goes to the library.
Is that north from here or south or which way is that?
Like, slightly northeast.
Yes, slightly north. And sometimes at night you can see. That's right, Meta. You can see Cellophace, like you can see the lights.
Yeah.
You can see the lights of Cellophace on the other side.
Oh, I think I've actually already seen that then.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I know. Well, I mean, I know what you. I know. I've seen the lights.
But I must
Honestly.
tell you that Lanith is the most technologically advanced city we have in the Dreamlands. So Cellophace is very old. I'm pretty sure it would be very old for you.
I mean, I've seen the technology in Laneth, and that was. I mean, I don't want to say piss poor, but it wasn't advanced. Like, is it just sticks and stones they're using over there? Then is it?
We light our lights and things like that. I know that in your world there's different things like guns and those kinds of things that are easier, but I don't think we have a very big problem with the idea of making life a little harder.
Okay, well, I mean, as long as we'll head over there. As soon as we get to the boat, we'll get these two stowed away. I mean, I don't know if they come around anytime soon or not, but we'll get them in beds and that, and we can just head over that way. I mean, that's I don't know what else we got to do. Wait, you want to go to the library? She wants to go to the library. I don't know anymore. That's the best I can think of.
Devin, can you make a roll for me? A Constitution roll? Okay. When you guys kind of turn around, Nora has fallen asleep, and it appears she's exhausted herself. Even though it's like the middle of the day, she's kind of, at that point, had sat down, and in the process has fallen asleep. And we're going to do a little something there. Nora, you're having a dream, and it's a very, very vivid dream, almost as if you are physically there, like you're not where you were before. And you have full faculty of your mind and your body. And the dream is almost as if you are watching where you are right now. And you can see Josephine and Milton and Anna, and you see the river and trees of the jungle and the coastline, as it's almost like you've been lifted and you are watching as that area becomes farther and farther away, like you're being kind of pulled up into the sky as it brings you across the ocean to a city. And in the city you see various buildings and people moving around, and it brings you further and closer to like a map of this city. And very strangely, as if someone is physically writing on the map, like you would be holding it, but it's somebody's writing, "Go here." And every part of you is saying, this is exactly where I need to go. And you feel it like it's been a message sent as you awaken once again.
Before I wake up, is there any distinct things about this city that I can describe it to the others?
Yeah. So let me open up my notes for this part. You see a city that's kind of on the edge of a valley near the ocean. Okay. And you remember parts of it very similar to how Josephine had described the similar city before. So she might know this specific one. And again, it's very much, it was almost like somebody was drawing a path from where you are to where you need to go. It's very distinctly go to the ocean and cross it and go to this place.
Is this like one of those moments where if I had like a paper and a pen in front of me, I could recreate it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Also, something that you notice by the note, right where it says "go here," a symbol appears that looks very, very familiar, and you remember it as the symbol of the Celendus Eximus.
Oh, of my secret society. Okay. Do I wake up instantly, or am I still asleep?
Yeah, you wake up. It's almost as if, like, you see the symbol, and it pauses for a minute, and then it's almost like somebody grabs you, pulls you back to where your body is.
Okay, so probably wake up with like a big gas, like
Yeah. Yes.
You all right there?
She's like looking around, really bewildered. Like,
Nora.
I need a pen. I need paper.
You what?
I need a pen and paper, quick.
I don't think we have. Look, I
Do
don't
something
know.
the right way. Joseph.
I got some charcoal. Josephine, have you got paper? Parchment? I don't know what you want.
You're muted.
And pull out the paper that we scribbled the thing on
Mhm.
in the temple.
I mean, I got
And-
some charcoal.
Yeah. And I'll flip it over so she can draw on the other side.
There you go.
All right, so Nora like puts the paper down and starts like frantically drawing what she just dreamed and like marking it out,
Okay.
and then like basically recreating what she saw on the paper.
Okay. Yeah.
What is it you're drawing there?
I had a dream, like a vision or something. We need to go here.
Okay, I think it just. Okay. Okay. You've just been through a lot. Dreams are like what was Sarge, was he in the dream? And because I understand that he wasn't.
No, it wasn't
Oh.
like that. It was something was telling me to go there. Like, I have to go there. I need to. There's
I
something
mean-
about this place. And then the symbol is the society that raised me. Maybe they're
Christmas
here.
thing.
No, it's not a Christmas thing. It's they're
I
called
don't know, I
silent
didn't like the idea
Celendus.
of Christmas.
Yeah, the Christmas thing, right?
No, they're not. It's not a Christmas thing. We're not doing the Christmas thing. No, it's the people that raised me. It's the symbol of them.
What's the name of that? Because
Celendus
Eximus.
Eximus.
So
all right,
Dangerous
yeah.
Eximus?
was that what he was trying to say the whole time?
That's what he was trying to say the entire time. I don't know where he got Christmas from.
Secret Christmas doesn't even sound like Celenda Eximus.
He confused so many people for no reason with that.
Okay, well, where's this place you're drawing there? Hey,
like
Josephine,
Secret
do you recognize this tall?
When you look down, you know it's exactly what you thought it was when you guys were talking about it before, and it's Cellophase.
Yes, this is Celephis.
Oh, well,
It looks very
Well,
similar to Celephis, yes.
that's pretty much works then, because we were going to go there anyway.
So we have to go. Do you think that's weird? I've never been there before, and I saw that in my head.
Honestly, I've pretty much given up on, the weird versus not weird situation anymore. But yeah, that's weird. I agree.
The first time I saw a man pop up in front of me out of nowhere and vanish and then disappear, I believe in a lot of weird things.
The girl who was floating with the black-eyed chick, that was pretty weird. Yeah, but this isn't less weird. I agree. It's still quite peculiar.
Okay, good. Because the last time I saw something, I had a vision and nobody believed me. Okay, good.
Okay, well, I mean, we're going there anyway, so you know where we're going to this cellophase. So is there a particular, because the library's there, right? That's the place that we're going to see about your library to see if we can get you back home.
It told me we need to go this way. I'm gonna point on the paper.
Yeah.
Route.
Josephine, any ideas? Is that where the library is, or by any vague hope?
We have to go, I believe that it is through that country. See, the Celephis is in a valley and it goes up against another country. I'd have to look at the map to remember the
Okay,
exact
well-
country.
Okay, then we can go to this. We can go to this place in the cellophase place on the way. Then that sounds like it's on the way. Now, the only problem I can see with this whole thing is, of the three of us, only one of us can actually use a gun. And like you're still not totally happy with the weapons, right?
No, I'd rather not.
How'd you feel about like knives and stuff?
I could do knives.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
Oh, okay then. Well, I mean, at least we'll be able to defend ourselves because if we get attacked, we're gonna get killed. Is the thing. So, and someone is gonna have to look after the little girl while we're going to this place. And I think that should be not you and not me, because I'm the only one who can actually fire a gun. Are you okay still looking after the little girl there?
Hmm?
Is that all right?
Yes.
Oh yeah. Okay. All right then. Then we pretty much got a plan.
And I do have to admit to you, once we leave this part of the world and we go to the other side, they are not going to know which our gun is. So be very. What do you say?
I'll tell you what. I can wrap it up in like you know.
You don't have to wrap it up, but I'm just saying, know that having it and having its presence might scare people.
That's
So,
why I was thinking maybe you
yeah.
know I wrap it up in like you know like a blanket or whatever, and that way. That
I mean, people in Lanith are not.
Yeah,
don't
they
get
were
happy
bad
when
enough.
they see
with it,
guns.
honestly, yeah.
So
Okay, I get you. Well, all right, just keep it covered up. No problem.
So it's almost okay that the girl does not want to use firearms because
that does help. Okay. Well then there we go. Okay, and so you say you saw this in a dream. Now that is weird, but you've not been to this place before.
maybe she hasn't heard dreams.
I mean, how does that? Let's just take it as a sign that this is the way to go, because honestly, we've been so missing some sort of, guidance from the divine up to this point, and I'm hoping that maybe we're getting back on the right track.
I did not say that at all.
You reckon we've been being helped out here?
They brought you, didn't they?
I mean, yeah, that's not been that useful so far. I mean,
All I know is this is
I
the
find
only.
you to be very useful.
I mean,
All I know is this is the only guidance that I have, and this is literally the only purpose in my life right now.
well, we're getting you back to your own world for the show. So let's go and get on with that.
You
Nora's
sure?
gonna take like one look like back at the water and just kind of be like, and then turn and start headed towards the way they need to go.
Okay. So you guys are gonna make it back to Milton's ship, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And then you're gonna start making your way across the ocean.
Mm-hmm.
And then let's go ahead. I know it's kind of weird that we're taking a break right now, but let's go ahead and take that break now. That way we don't get into like really deep into a scene, because I imagine we're gonna get into it in a minute. So let's take our break now, and then when we come back,
Well, we all know what happens when we get into a vehicle and we have a lot of time to spend between we get from one place to another.
6 hours of ocean.
yes, 6 days later, 6 episodes later, we're still in the freaking boat.
Boat
Shit.
talk, guys.
Still
It's like car talk, but boat talk.
Yeah, so let's go ahead. Let's take a 5-minute break, and then that way I can also get up and circulate the blood in my leg. And we'll be back. So take 5, guys. We'll see you soon. All right, hey guys, we're back. How's it going?
Dear Water Priest.
Yes, we've been talking about the water priest the whole time, apparently.
Dear Water Priest.
It was out of control.
It was a great scene. It was so good. It was so perfect for Nora. It was just ideal.
Yeah.
It's like, I don't know what the F is going on.
Right.
So, dear water priest, tell me things that are important so that we may get the fuck out of here.
More like, I'm a bored teenager and I'm gonna be fucking obnoxious.
Yeah, pretty that too.
Oh,
yeah.
by the way, because I'm wearing black, somebody mentioned, do you want me to do? I could just do this, and like.
Oh my
Oh.
god, you're not a floating
have
head.
There, you have a
That's-
body?
Wait a second.
What?
I thought
If that-
Wait a second.
I thought I knew you.
I mean, whatever floats your boat.
I don't even know who you are.
I can put the sheet back up
You
if it
had
makes
a
it.
body this whole time?
I've
to
not been
us.
a floating head for years now. I know.
I thought you were Max Headroom's bitter cousin, but no.
That's such an old person joke.
I know.
It really is. Yeah, it is.
God damn it. I didn't watch Max Headroom. I was like a little idiot when that shit came out, but I remember.
A witch, burn the witch.
That's easier.
He's a
I can
witch.
just do that.
Burn him. Burn him.
Oh man. All right, cool. So
Sorcery. Yeah.
yes, sorcery 100%. Okay, guys, let's jump back into it. So normally, with the technology available to most people in the Dreamlands, it would take 2 days and 2 nights to travel across the Serenian Sea to get to Cellophase. However,
About 3 hours, yeah.
huh?
About 3 hours.
They
then.
don't got a steamboat.
Yep. However, we don't have to put them all through 2 days and 2 nights aboard a ship, a sailing ship. So, after a few hours, you guys can see in the distance, not too far, but like it's very prevalent. Maybe about halfway through, you can really make a distinct, like in the daytime, you can see in the distance the mountain, which Josephine, you probably know as Mount Aran. It's the mountain that really is most prominent on that side of the landmass. Yeah.
In my notes, you specifically said that I have not gone here. I've only read about it.
Correct.
I'm guessing that if I do know that mountain and I know it as Iran, maybe I've traveled past here before, but just never stopped.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, probably.
I have a question.
Yes.
Since they have had a few days where nothing happened to them, do they gain some like sanity back? Or is that I don't know how sanity gain happens in Call of Cthulhu.
No.
Like
You only gain
No.
it from
You don't.
oh well.
No, you don't regenerate passive sanity gains like that. Like,
It's that you have to be getting some kind of.
And
like,
even the therapy
health.
thing doesn't really work because you have to fuck off out of the campaign for like
a month.
6 months.
Plus,
you know,
depending.
whatever.
Yeah. Yeah, no.
Okay.
There's no passive sanity gain like that. There's very few rare moments. Actually, while I'm on the thought process, have any of you guys leveled up a skill to 90 while we've been playing? Because you were supposed to make a power roll to see if you got an increase to sanity.
No, my closest is like 83.
Okay. Just keep that in mind.
Almost did as Evelyn.
Yeah. It takes a long time, but just let me know. I mean, like, remember
I had,
that
like,
you
locked
can
it to
increase.
90 at one point.
Yeah. You can increase your sanity pool when you hit 90s in your skills. So just keep that in mind. I keep forgetting to tell you guys that. And I have it on my piece of paper here every week. And I keep forgetting to mention it.
We're supposed to level up, by the way, because we've risked.
Yes. Yeah, you guys can do your 3d6 bits and all that jazz.
Okay, I'll totally do
Oops.
that.
Not you.
Man,
What?
be
You
less
know.
dead. You know, it'd be fine.
I just dropped something. Where is it?
Do we roll 1d6 3 times?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, I forgot.
You can just type 3d6 and then each of the rolls will be there. It'll just add to the cumulative, but you can just take the individual dice. So you don't have
okay.
to do it multiple times. Speaking of which, let's go to the
Like
dice
We're
screen.
There you go,
gonna
five,
travel
five.
for 2 days. Adam,
Yo.
No.
what? Never mind. I'll role play it.
Adam, you roll 3d6. It's /R 3d6.
It's fine,
But
you
that,
know.
but that also
Oh.
worked, didn't it?
No.
No, that's Nora's roll.
Oh, so /R
Yeah.
Yeah.
and then 3d6.
Yeah.
Alright, cool.
Yeah, and then you can distribute the 3 different stat. You
Oh,
got
yeah,
a 5,
okay.
6, and 4. Hey, that's not bad. A 5
It's
and
like
6
the
and a 4.
first time I've got good rolls. I'm leveling up in months.
Is this Darkest
Last time
Dungeon? Do you go to the
Last
broth?
time I got 1, 1, and 3 to my great
Yeah.
disgust.
Yeah. Yeah, so pick 3 stats and you can put them in there. Or you can...
Do my magic points ever come back?
Yeah, your magic points come back after resting periods. So, like, they reset, essentially.
Okay. So should I put my magic points back at full? Because I don't think I've ever restored them.
Oh, you haven't? Yeah, put them, put them back up. Yeah. Yeah, there's I think the only other way to bring your sanity back is if you intensely focus on, like,
It makes you excited. I'm at 89 in one of my skills.
That's not bad. That's not bad. You can also increase your power when you do opposed power rolls on spellcasting. Just keep that in mind for Nora as well if you ever do it. Or if you happen to roll a critical success on a luck roll, then you can roll against your power, and if you roll higher, then you add 1d10 points permanently to your power. So there's a few things that you can do that increase all that stuff. It's very rare that it happens.
Newton. Newton?
What's it? I'm probably driving the fucking
Remember
ship.
you were telling me about how your ship is it's different than ships in line. Would you mind showing me kind of how it works?
Oh, okay, because I'm trying to pilot this ship, which would be like 3 people's work.
Yeah.
Running about the... Wow. So, okay then. Yeah, I mean, okay. Yeah, all right. So the big lever runs across the cabin. Right? That's the one that makes it go and stop to all intents and purposes. Like, the further you push it forward, the faster the engine goes, right? You see the little notches on the side? Runs back to the other side and resights on the coast. And okay, so just the wheel that's lashed there, you see usually somebody would actually be holding that. I mean, right now
I'm gonna go over and she'll go over and hold it.
Okay, well, all right then. So you can take the belt off that's currently holding it in place if you want, if you're gonna hold it there. Okay, you turn it, left and right, and then.
I don't want to move the ship too much, right? I can't.
No, don't move it at all.
No,
but
yeah.
just hang on to it, and runs back across the cabin again. Okay, and so there's that, right? So you see the valve on the left there, with the little the chamber side. That's the thing that releases the steam and runs back across the cabin, and that is what, if the engine starts to overheat, that's what we use to release the steam, and then runs back again across the cabin.
Is there a place that lets you know when it's overheating?
Yeah. We'll know that because the engine will stop.
Oh, okay.
And then the ship will catch fire. So we'll probably know about it before that though. Mostly it'll be by the sound of the engine going. Look, right now it's like very nice, smooth sounding, like. If it starts to make a sound like gravel being thrown down the stairs, and that's how we know that we release the steam. Look, I'm just
all
running.
right.
No, you're all right. You hold on to the wheel there.
Mm-hmm.
That's helping me quite a lot actually. I think we got your city up ahead right here. Is it the one with the mountain? Runs back across the cabin again.
That is I forgot what you said. It was.
Mount Aran. Mount Aran. Yep.
Mount Aran.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That's the one I've been sighting on. So I hope that is in fact the place that we're going to.
Yes. Oh, I wanted to tell you a little more about the place we're going to.
Okie dokie. Runs back across the cabin.
So apparently, a long time ago, well, not apparently a long time ago, it doesn't age. Is what is my knowledge. Buildings don't crumble.
It doesn't. Pulls down a big lever. It doesn't age.
No, seasons do not change. People do not age. Buildings do not age. That is what I've heard.
That
might
seems
be very
not
strange.
standard.
No.
Opens big wheel on side of cabin.
I love that you guys
Okay,
are-
well, what does that mean? Does that mean do we need to be careful of anything? Pulls down chain.
Well, I'm not necessarily sure about if we need to be careful. I just wanted to let you know that I'm not exactly sure how that will affect us if we hit a building and it crumbles or if it doesn't crumble. You know, I've only heard the stories of this place. I don't know what the ramifications are of that. You know what I mean?
Okay, I get you. The big lever beside you. Could you pull that down one tick,
yes,
please?
Yes.
Okay, that's fantastic. Runs back across.
That's
continues to
amazing.
turn big wheel.
Good. All right, cool. So
I use this experience and I rolled a d6 to add to my mechanical repair. So.
Okay. Okay, cool. So, in the distance, yes, as you draw closer and closer now, you can finally see a harbor, and you see very large walls in the distance. It's basically completely untarnished marble walls. Like, they have bronze statues all around the top. Closer towards the southern portion of the city, there's a large stone bridge where a river is flowing into the ocean from. And above the walls, there's radiant fires. Kind of, it's almost like a rose sunset color, like radiating from the city itself. Definitely not something that you guys have seen before. And it's not a sanity thing. It's just more of like it's a very beautiful city, especially amongst everything else that you guys have experienced. Just witnessing this place, there's rose spires, like made looking like of crystal, that you can see farther inward inside of the city as well. It's just an ungodly beautiful place to like bestow your eyes on. And you kind of come up to the northern side of the city, which is cradled kind of by a large harbor where there are many sailing ships, and there's plenty of space in the harbor as well. And it kind of is lines just the whole western side of the city, where the wall is very obviously present, and there's a bridge that goes to the main entrance of the city, smack dab in the middle of it all. And so you guys can take harbor there. And
I'm going to kill the engines and drift in to the actual harbor, because I'm still not 100% sure they're going to be totally okay with the steamship, which will be a bit like a Ferrari turning up in the 20s.
True.
So I'm just going to sort of drift in and hope nobody looks too hard at the ship, rather than like go in.
Cool.
So Nora, do you have a runs back across cabin? Do you have a direction that we're going to be going from here? Josephine, can you just pull the thing right
that
back?
way.
Okay, which way?
That way.
Okay then. Joseph, the big button on the big button, can you drop it? There we
Nora's
go.
been on the edge, like watching us get closer.
I think, okay, there we go, and then just like anchor goes down. Ship is stopped.
Cool.
And I'm going to have a little pass out. I'm not really going to, but
Yeah.
doing the work of like, and I'm hoping the engine doesn't just catch fire at some point, because there's no one down there.
Yeah.
That would suck.
Yeah. Things work surprisingly well for you when you're here in the Dreamlands. If you were to try to pull this off...
Oh, back in the real world, we'd have sunk a long time ago.
I mean,
I think the ship is being kept alive by my will that it works.
yeah,
much.
you might be passively using that whole dreamland logic
Well,
of if you
I
think
think
about it
it's-
hard enough, it will work.
Yeah, I think it's mostly just my will that everything will be okay that's keeping the ship running.
he's
I
a
could probably, I could if I knew anything about it. I could just sit on the floor and will the ship forward. I don't know how to do that.
I'm waiting for Adam's character. I'm waiting for Milton to turn around and be like, "Look here, little human," and then he just puts a propeller in the house and he's like, "It can fly," and then it flies away, and you're like, "Oh, okay." Fucking orc,
That's
why.
coming soon.
He wills it to work.
Yep. I mean, that's as close to orcs as you're going to get in Call of Cthulhu, probably. Okay, so, yeah, you guys are at Celloface. It's midday. There's busyness all about. The harbor is fairly busy with people loading things onto sailing ships, unloading things, etc. You can definitely hear the commotion of the city on the other side of the main city walls. Now that you are physically docked there, again, that very pristine, everything is super clean, there's no junk around. It looks as if the city had just been built. Like, everything looks brand new. The marble is perfectly clean, and just, there's no residue, no moss. Again, just everything brand new.
This place is not. Mother of God, have you seen them walls? What is that? Neck or is it?
I told you that this.
Nora
know.
comes like up behind them real fast, like, okay, let's go.
Oh, what? Okay, look, hold on.
I'm going.
Hold on.
The place.
I know. Look, I'm gonna come with you. Absolutely gonna come with you. Don't worry.
Okay.
But before we run through the
It's called
street
Anna.
from the city that we've never been in before, with the never aging and everything, how about?
On.
Okay,
Anna?
look.
Anna.
All right, I'm just
call
gonna
her
grab my
Anna.
rifle and then follow behind her then. Okay, Josephina, have you got the little girl?
I'm coming. Hold on. And then I'm gonna go to where Anna was. She's like grab her.
Yeah. She's coming. She is like, oh my god, everything looks so great here. She's wide-eyed, just very intrigued.
Let's go look at the city, Anna.
Okay. Yeah,
Very pretty.
it's so pretty. She like is like as you guys are approaching. You surprisingly nobody's bothered you guys when you've docked at all. Everybody seems to be keeping to their own business. And you approach.
Is there no
Sorry, go ahead.
like port authority that are gonna come and rip me off?
It doesn't look like anybody cares that you're there.
Is there no Joseph? Is there no like, like docking authority or like agent of the docks or anything?
I don't
Around
know.
here.
But if nothing ages, maybe they don't care if people come here. Like maybe that doesn't, if they try to do any kind of damage, it doesn't damage them. You know what I mean? Like
Okay,
maybe
well,
they don't.
I guess we're saving money on this trip then. Nora, could you not fucking run Oh my god. I'm sort of like half running now to try and keep up.
I'm gonna
with her.
hold Hannah's hand and like point out things to her if she doesn't
Nora,
see
for
them
the love of
already.
God, can you not? We're absolutely coming with you. Yeah, we're 100%
Oh, look,
coming.
the statue of the woman.
But could you not actually run off into the crowd? Because you're the only one who knows where we're fucking going.
Nora's gonna start to slow down a
pre-
tiny fraction.
No, I appreciate you slowing down to a mild jog. Could you knock it down a couple more steps? Because the little girl is not going to keep up. I agree.
Fine.
It's terrible, isn't it? But you are the only one who actually knows where we're going. So unless we like put a rope around you, slow the fuck down.
Fine.
Okay, now where is it that we're going?
All right, I brought you guys over to the map just in case you haven't seen yet. I'm gonna bring our viewers over as well. It's not easy to see because it's a long way rather than wide, unfortunately. But hopefully, it kind of gives you. I'm gonna zoom in a little bit on the stream.
Did you make this? This is beautiful.
No, I did not. This was luckily included in the in the lore book actually for this.
It's in the city of syphilis.
Oh God. No, Devin, no.
The thing is, that's actually pretty close to the pronunciation.
Syphilis.
Syphilis.
It's gonna be Syliphus.
Yep.
Well, good thing Sarge's dead.
Yes, that is a bonus for us all right
What,
now.
are we going to get syphilis? I don't like this at all.
I do not want to be in the city of syphilis.
I don't understand why
man.
we're willingly getting this.
This sound. Usually you take a charcoal biscuit to avoid this, but now. Wangle ding 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 ding.
I am
just
so
laughing at
excited.
Adam's
I am so excited for Adam and his southern voice.
Yeah.
That was amazing.
Yeah, it was really good.
Did you enjoy that? Did you?
Yeah, it was good. I
I
liked
can't
it.
sustain it in the same way as like Irish or South London or something.
I don't know. That was pretty good.
Yeah, no, it falls apart really quickly.
It reminds me of your American accent whenever you do
it's
the,
like
the
that
XCOM.
one. It's like my affirmative, sir. That accent. it's that accent. I can do it for like one word and then it all falls to shit.
Oh my God, that was so
I
good.
am a Hufflepuff, and he is an XCOM American accent.
Yeah.
That's
I'm a
pretty much
Hufflepuff.
what it is. I'm a Hufflepuff.
Once I saw a bird.
That was so
It's
good.
funny how when people who are natively with an English accent do an American accent, their register gets slower.
Oh yeah, we're
Oh,
shit.
yeah.
We are literally as shit as Americans are at English accents. It's no better.
That's
Like
so
it's
great.
proper wretch over here as well.
I've met a few English people that do American accents flawlessly, and it trips me up
Some
so
people
hard.
are fucking-
Like
some
Andrew
people
Lincoln
are
in Walking
right.
Dead.
Yeah, Hugh Laurie,
Ugh.
Andrew Lincoln,
Like everybody in
people
The
are
Walking
really
Dead.
great.
Benedict Cumberbatch,
Yeah,
Cumberbatch.
it throws me off so hard.
Hugh Jackman with his Australian English.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
just
Tom Holland's fucking English.
yeah.
I don't even know who that is, but he's probably amazing.
Spider-Man.
Okay, I still don't know who that is. Well, no, Spider-Man is. I just don't know
Yeah.
who the Spider-Man in question is.
Yeah.
The new Spent.
Anyway.
The little kid one.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So yeah, now you guys are here, and Nora, you remember everything about this map. You know, you got to go straight down towards the turquoise temple, and then you have to make a right down the way to get into the residential areas. So that's basically where you guys are headed. Again, as you're walking, so you're walking by the merchants section, as you can see on the map, as the first area. Very busy. Again, everything is very pristine. Even some of the goods that you guys have seen kind of with glances are beautiful, intricate. Some things are very more like decorative. But it appears that everything that's being, even though this city itself doesn't appear to be what you would call as like high tech, the things that they do have are very well made and almost unrealistically so. And then the people, all of them appear incredibly healthy. Nobody's homeless, first of all. You notice that right off the bat. Unlike in Lanith, there's, kind of crappy areas. Nothing like that here. Everyone is well dressed, whether it's in simple kind of tunics or like kind of that linen attire, but still very well kept. No dirt or anything to be found, really. And the aromas and the colors are very peaceful and relaxing. Again, it's like that kind of rosy sunrise coloring from a solar perspective, right? It's very warm, peaceful, and calming. And so you can continue down in the residential area. You notice it immediately is residential because the building's going to get a little bit smaller, but more decorative. And they're much more intricate in their architectural aspects, where people have, gardens outside in the front, or the columns have intricate designs on them with smaller doors that also have carvings and all these other things. And so you turn down one of the walkways, Nora, and the theme kind of continues. There is beautiful song coming over the, kind of atmosphere at this point. And you're passing by almost like what we would consider like a bird garden. Poor Evelyn. And the birds are singing and they're happy, and everything kind of just sounds so harmonic. And just,
So basically, we're in that bit in Snow White before it all goes wrong.
So basically, yeah, everything's gonna go to shit because you put us in this beautiful, lovely,
like paradise
place.
I mean, it basically does feel like paradise, I guess. Yeah. Next, you just kind of continue down the way. It doesn't take you very long. You turn into another street, a smaller street now, that goes between a lot of the smaller homes and buildings that are in the residential area, as you come to a particular place that you recall. And I will let McLoken describe this place.
Well, this place, it probably looks like a very American built home, very much like an industrial era that's built. Very much the roof is very like textile and all that kind of stuff.
What, like 1890s, early 1900s?
Yeah. Very much like it doesn't match with any of the other houses. You would hear classical music currently playing inside, and you see the lights on the house, and like the decor is very much like it's like a White House with very much like a like redstone brick color on the top of it. And that's where, and you see like there's like a door with a welcome mat.
This place is not fit Does anybody else? Okay, this place looks like Boston, but the rest of this looks like heaven. So,
Yeah.
have you noticed the one with the sore thumb thing here?
All I'm noticing is this is not the place we need to be at,
You what? This is not the place.
right?
This is the place.
Oh, never mind. Sorry. I do.
Oh, it
Okay.
is. This is the place. So,
Well, then this is this.
Are you sure? Because honestly, every other house on this entire street looks a lot better than this place.
Yeah, it's fine.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Now, do we have a plan here about, like, are we just knocking?
I guess. So just knock on the door and say, Hello?
Okay. I mean, all right. This place is the first place I've actually seen in this world that actually looks like it came from our world.
that's
know?
what that's actually making me a little bit hopeful.
Okay, but we should be, a bit wary of that as well, right? Like,
Nora's already knocking on the door.
okay, then, you're just gonna knock. Okay. That's probably fine then.
And then after a little bit, the door you hear, and then like the door would open, and you see a man who's about like 5'10", glasses, blonde hair, combed over, clean shaven. I'm sorry, I can't clean shave because I'm not allowed. And
Gutless, man.
very, very handsome. He looks very young. He's about 18. You guys think in your head? And he's like holding a book, and and opens the door, and he's like, "Good day."
Hello. Yeah. So, I assume Laura's just grinning at him.
Yeah.
This guy's handsome, blonde, and 18. This is the first near child you've met in whatever.
I'm Nora.
Oh, well then, that must be Simon, and that must be Evelyn. Where's Sarge?
Yeah,
Wait,
bad
what?
news on all of those fronts, I'm afraid. So
wait.
No.
Stop, Cole.
Come in.
How do you know? Nora just like goes in. How do you know my friend?
If you want to sit outside and have me explain this, that's
No,
fine.
let's
I'm
just
gonna
go
sit
inside.
in the chair over there and then explain, and you guys can have the
Going to
door.
go and
That's
learn more
fine.
about Secret Christmas now.
There's no secret Christmas.
What?
No, it's the
It's
Xmas
not Christmas,
thing.
it's
Yeah,
July.
the Xmas thing, right?
Yes.
No.
No, see, here's the thing, right? Simon, he's dead. Nora,
Hey,
He's alive.
we should not have this conversation outside.
Let's go inside, Milton.
Come in.
I mean, okay, yeah.
And you just stop. Let me talk.
Hey,
That's
you
different, the
you
house
seem to
is-
know.
it's different.
I haven't got a clue what's going
Do you
on.
like it, Anna?
I'm just gonna light my. So I'm gonna take out my pipe at this point and just give up on this entire conversation. It's stupid.
I see that. Yeah, the secret organization, you're supposed to keep secrets not too secret. But yes.
How do you know?
Hi! Anna's like,
Nora's putting her hand in front of in front of Anna's mouth.
Oh, no, come on.
Okay,
And I'll like
who
kind of
are
scoot her
you?
away.
Hi. Okay, I imagine you have a lot of questions.
I have an insurmountable amount of questions right now.
Yes.
Have you got any whiskey? Because that's quite important.
Cupboard over there.
Magic. I'm done then.
And wait, Daryl.
So, it's okay. I got the whiskey. I'm good.
Oh, you must be reading. Oh, right. Yes. So go on with your questions, and I'll answer as best as I can.
Who are you?
I'm Floyd Knight.
Are you from this world or are you from a different world?
You sound like you're from Cambridge. Honestly.
No, I'm from Kingsport, Massachusetts.
Is that America?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
I am from America. I live here. My Celinda Xmas sent me here after I studied at their university.
There's more places. There's more Celinda Xmas than just in London.
My mind is
Okay.
blown. Another shot.
So you guys know you were in the Dreamlands, correct?
No.
Yes.
Wait.
Do we know?
Okay.
I
do
mean,
know that.
you guys,
Weird world.
yeah, you know it's a dream world of some kind, but you don't know what it really
I keep
means.
flick,
Is that what
flacking
it's
between.
called?
This is called the Dreamlands, yes.
Okay.
I am from Earth. My Earth. You are from your Earth. And then he goes and grabs like an apple and an orange and he's like, you are Earth B or Universe B. I am from Universe A.
Why
I
can't
think
be
I'm
A?
from Universe A as well, actually.
That you might be. I don't know who you are, honestly. I thought you were Simon. So
I've not met the guy honestly, but I hear he's very handsome.
I've been prepping this conversation for weeks, but yeah.
Well, good job on having one out of the four of us right from the people that are alive.
Will you let him talk, Milton?
Oh yeah, sorry, yeah, drink more.
Well, as it may be, your I believe Brighton. That's where I was in communications with your Selenda Eximus liaison. That's Daryl, who's reading right now. We knew of each other, right? So Universe A Selenda Eximus and Universe B Selenda Eximus liked talking to each other and discussing it. The best way to do that was to have a representative from each world here.
That makes all sorts.
So like a mid-grounds.
Yes.
I don't think. Have you got any more whiskey?
I mean, there's a lot of it there.
I'm kind of like going around the room and pointing out things to Anna and just
you
like.
open the cupboards and there's like a shit ton of more whiskey down there.
Oh, that's fantastic. Okay, well, good.
What did you say, Avi?
I'm kind of just like, I'm not really paying attention because I don't know where America is or where the Brighton is or any of that kind of stuff. I'm walking around the room with Anna, like pointing things out and looking at books and like cool art and stuff like that. Because I'm guessing that's what's here. From
Do you want to describe what the
seen so
interior
far.
of your home looks like, Floyd?
Yes, I will. So you walk in. It's very much like a modest home. There is giant bookshelves. There is an open bookshelf that you guys can point out, and then there is a closed sealed bookshelf with tinted windows that's locked. And very much like there's like a round carpet with like a table under it, and there's very much like a fireplace with the fire going currently. And basically, and there it's like a normal like American home. That's how he's designed the interior of it. There's like a kitchen with like a stove and like not a refrigerator, but like a cooling bin of some sort.
Refrigerator.
Icebox.
It's an ice box, but very much he eats more fresh food than anything. But yeah, he's got like plumbing and all that kind of stuff. So it's very much like I don't know how big the home is. Can I have like as big as home as I want? It's a mansion. Now, I say it's like a.
I've been imagining a Boston townhouse.
Yeah, that's I was gonna say townhome. Very much like a
like thinner and taller.
Yeah. To fit in where this place is. And yeah, so but there's also like a cellar area too. There's a stairs going down, but that door's locked currently.
Okay, I've only got the one question before she jumps in with another 10 or so that she's got. Can you get this one? Now, I don't know if like your version of Earth and my version of Earth is the same, but I've got Brighton not like gone.
Is Brighton still there?
About that. As far as anything, the last message I got was that that Daryl got that he told me, is that you, Sarge, Evelyn, and Simon were sent here. And then...
What sent here? We fell here.
Well, some whatever way that you want to put it. But As we haven't had any communication since, which isn't good news per se. As far as anything I know is that something about now, Meta, would I know about Idra?
No.
Okay. Something happened, something was summoned, and we've lost communication. So that's as far as we know of anything with that. If there's anyone else who made it out, I do not know.
Okay, I mean, can you get this one home?
There's not a home to go back to.
I mean, back to your unit. Oh God. So, am I from your Earth?
I don't know who
No.
you are, so you
No,
could
I know, but like, are we?
multiple universes.
I'm trying to. Okay, yeah. You can save the book crap. Is it likely that I am from your Earth, or from Darrow's Earth, or from or what? Because I can just go. I've got this. Pulls out key. I don't know if that is.
Can I roll something?
Yeah, Mythos.
All right.
Actually, I've got a key somewhere. Hold on, fucking hell. I don't know why I've not been using this.
You've told me that before.
Oh,
I don't believe this key exists. Oh, there it is.
By the way, if you're particularly cool, it's a shield key from Resident Evil.
Oh.
It's the one that folds out right at the beginning of the game that you have to. Look, I'm a dork, all right. Live with it. Anyway,
He like leans in, looks at it.
yeah, I got this. I don't. Anyway, I can travel. Using I can travel back to my Earth, if that's. But I can't take anyone with me. It's the thing.
More about this.
I mean, I was given. So okay, back in my normal day, we're on the.
What date do you come from?
What date?
What's the last date you remember?
Metamancer?
You said you were 1934s, like
Yeah. I was.
it
in
was like
August.
September, like at the end of August, right?
Yeah, end of August, start of September.
Oh.
It was like I mean the last date that I was actually there, that I actually spent any time there, like August 27th. But this happened maybe.
Oh, you're not from her universe then.
No. Bryden is definitively alive and as disgusting as ever in my universe.
Mm-hmm.
So honestly, I don't know about that, but it hasn't been eaten by a big bird, as far as I'm aware. So.
Yes.
Anyway, normal trade road, going down the Indian road, down past you probably don't know. It don't matter. Anyway, we come across, so there's this white ship, right? Now, it's basically fighting with, all tentacles and things in the sea. I thought it was like a giant squid, because they get really big round about in the Atlantic Trench, right?
Mm-hmm.
And you can get the giant squid, right? Well, I think it's sort of got itself tangled with one of those. But
So
this
what's
thing.
this have to do with the key?
Anyway, long story short, we helped him with getting the squid off the boat, and he gave me this key, and then he vanished, and then I appeared here. But when I go to sleep, I go back there, and then I found out I can do it during the day. Right, so this key I can get back and forth so I could go back right now. But the thing of it is, right, is that I think I'm here for a reason, and the reason I assume at this point, because honestly, people have been dying at an alarming rate since I've been here. I think the only reason I'm here now is to get this one back home, because I can just go back on my own, right?
Nora looks over Milton and goes, "Aww."
I also don't think you should tell people about that key.
That is an amazingly astute observation. I can see you got that from a book.
No, that's just common sense.
Yeah. I was using the same thing by not telling people generally about the key.
Okay, so I'm in.
What?
The sarcasm.
Oh yeah, we have that in Ireland as well.
As far as anything, I don't know if Universe B still exists. or that Brighton or that planet still exist. I know my universe is still around. I'm trying to find out. Let me hold on, Daryl. Where is he? And he like goes upstairs.
Can you specify the thing in the
Specify what thing?
the thing in the chat? Well, you guys are going over to Josephine and Anna, who are very excited about the fact that this man has weird water pouring in his home, but it's going down a tube, and it just keeps going over and over
Yeah,
again.
we're in the kitchen, like, opening up the fridge, like, it's cold in there, and then there's, like, food and stuff. And the water? Oh, it turns on! Oh! Like, it's going around. Interesting.
Anna starts
things
like
that are stuck
taking
with-
stuff and like trying to put it in her mouth, and not all of it is food.
Guys, I don't know if you should literally that. Maybe don't. No, don't.
Wait, what is it?
Connected to the
Don't
fridge.
eat the. Don't eat the knife, eh? That's no.
Um,
No,
what's
not
that?
the can opener.
What
Don't put that in your. No, oh no, Josephine, for God's sake. It's
What?
got an edge to it, man.
Well, I mean, it's. Oh, no, don't do that. It's very much like a fork or something. We have those. Don't touch that.
Yeah, that's a tap. I know, and I know this is a big deal, but like I don't think you should literally turn on everything and open it, and like he may get upset, and he's about the only lead we've got right now. Supercilious dick that he is.
you're boring.
I mean I understand. I understand.
Look at
I
these,
take
though.
that on board.
They stick onto this cabinet. You could take them off, and you can make them stick again. Look. And I'm throwing magnets at the fridge.
It's a magnet. Oh my god.
Nora's still like comprehending the fact that her world may not be there anymore.
You want
So
some whiskey now.
so
because-
Floyd comes down the stairs with a man. Can you describe the man, Floyd?
Currently he's in some loose fitting clothes. He looks a little bit bigger. He just has kind of like a distant look on his face at this moment. You can see like smile wrinkles that aren't like, but he's not smiling currently at this time. He has like kind of a comb over thing going on.
Two comb overs in one scene? I don't know.
Well, I
It's
mean
too
like
much.
more of like balding comb
I'm
over.
joking.
Okay, I have a full head of hair. All right, I am genetically sound.
Keep going. I got a real quick beer back.
Okay, and then I basically, yeah, he's a bigger gentleman, probably shorter than Floyd is, but yeah, that's all I really got to describe him. And I'm coming down the stairs and looking at everyone because I'm not acting as Daryl, so.
Okay,
Hello.
so back to
Hello?
the question about her. Can you get her home? Or what?
But I probably don't even have a home to go back to.
Can you get her back to some form of Earth?
What if I go back to the wrong Earth and then I see me and like implode or something?
You what now? Is that a risk?
I don't know. Do you know what happens when you see a copy of yourself?
I can't. No, I don't. I haven't never given it any thought, to be honest.
What if something crazy happens and like both of us go insane?
I mean, yeah, all right, don't. But like, just that can be solved by just not going to anywhere where your copy is, huh? Like,
Well,
you could
that's a question if even if you exist in that universe. Let me tell you about the multiverse. Imagine you have a deck of cards, right? And you shuffle that.
I think
deck
I
of
actually
cards.
have a deck of cards if it helps.
Yes, hold on. And then
There
he
you go.
takes a deck of cards and he's like, you see how they're all in order right now. And then I shuffle that deck of cards. That's another universe. And I shuffle them again. That's another universe. And then I shuffle them again. And that's another universe until I shuffle them until they become back in order.
Okay.
Now, you could exist in my universe. I don't know. Or you could exist in not at all. or your parents never met, or a
mean-
bunch of other things.
Yeah, I get it.
I mean, none of that made a lot of sense to me. But can you get her back to some form of Earth?
Yes.
Oh, you can.
Well, I can send her to Universe A.
That would.
I don't think anyone wants to go to Universe B.
Yeah,
mean,
no.
But I'll let Daryl explain that.
Oh, is Daryl here now? Is he?
Oh, Daryl's standing right behind me quietly.
Oh my lord, Daryl is actually there. I see him now.
Okay. What am I explaining, Floyd?
You're
get me
explaining.
home.
Yes. What happened to your universe?
Our universe, where Nora and I are from.
You're from my
Yes.
universe?
Yes.
He's from your Cylinder Eximus.
Well, plans kind of on hold. The lack of communication back. And he kind of like looks down and checks his watch. Another 3 hours before I try again.
So you
Try
don't
again.
know
What the?
go there.
To speak with them
What you have you? Have you been trying quite a lot with that? Have you?
every day, same time every day.
For how long have you been trying to?
I need to look at the calendar since time doesn't really do things the way they normally do here.
Oh, you mean like the multiple suns and that?
Well, not just that. The time stops here. Nothing changes. Ever.
Is that why there's no shit in the streets and that?
Among other things.
I was wondering about how it was that a place that looks like it's from the Middle Ages had inexplicably not got any fucking dead animals and things in the
I
in the
told
front.
you it's not supposed to age.
I know, but I didn't know exactly what you meant when you said that.
I
didn't
mean-
mean you meant like
It's-
I've
stuff
lived here.
settles.
I've lived here 10 years. And I look like the day I moved here.
How old are you then?
28.
I don't fucking think you are.
Yes, I
You
am.
look like you're still in school. I would put you about the same age as her.
15.
Well, no. I moved here when I was 18.
Yeah, I would.
And
yeah,
you've been
18
here
is
for
about
10
right.
years.
I've been here for 10 years.
Do you ever go back?
No, they haven't assigned me to go back. I've been here the whole time.
So
Studying.
you're from her organization, the Eximus guys, but you're here as like a agent or a spy or something, is it?
Something like that.
We're just communications liaisons between their
So you're like a telegraph operator.
sure. We'll go with
We,
that.
we also studied the locals and about everything like that.
So,
Okay.
if my universe doesn't exist anymore, what do I do?
Well, you could always stay here and continue research with us as part of, the Cylinder, but, or you could go to another universe, I suppose. His universe.
I had a question.
Ah, yes.
We had a friend recently who passed away. He was attacked by some kind of hound.
Uh-huh. Yes.
And he told us that that happened because he was not from a specific time and he was put into a specific time. If she were to go back somewhere, would she have the same issue?
No.
No.
Oh,
Oh, you know about these dogs then, huh?
Hounds of Tyndalis, yes.
Do you guys have a way to stop them in your world?
No.
There's,
I mean, I don't think they're after us, are they? They were just after the soldier, yeah.
you have not played with time, so.
He
you played with time?
he's
Did you
been
ever
eaten
find
of
out-
existence.
Did you ever find out what they were trying to summon in our world?
Yes. That's why it's troublesome communicating with them.
I tried to warn them. Nobody believed me. I
They-
asked them
they-
for help to fight it.
Hold on now. Don't jump to conclusions. They got there, but not in time. That's why I've been waiting to hear back information, but we haven't gotten anything. There was a woman that was supposed to meet me here, but she still has not arrived.
Who was the woman?
Her name's Eugenia. I hadn't met her yet.
Do I know Eugenia?
You do not know who she
Okay.
is because you haven't met her, but you've heard her name before. From
Okay.
Gypsy Lee.
Oh, it's not her bloody daughter, is it?
Yep.
Not that we would know that.
Oh, but none of us would know it. Nor am I.
So if I go back to Universe A, could I be with your society?
I mean,
They'd have to
Yes.
reassign her, but I don't think it'd be a problem, right?
Because even if my universe isn't destroyed, my parents were murdered years ago.
Yeah.
I don't have anything there. Secret society, which didn't even believe me or want to help.
It's not that easy. And it wasn't that they didn't want to help. They needed to prepare. Unfortunately, those types of preparations take a long time.
But you can definitely get her back to Unearth.
Yes, if she wishes to do so.
Alright, let's do it. Get me out of this place with these giant cats. I've already been disfigured.
Yes, it's gonna be a little bit more complicated than that, you know. We can't just... The journeys to the gates is very dangerous.
it takes a lot of power.
If
The
we were to
gates are
open a
locked,
new
then?
gate, Floyd, we can't do that. We physically cannot do that.
The gates of what is that now?
So, really, how it works on our end is that there's a group of people I would communicate saying that that we need the gate open to transport or whatever the case, and give them a briefing on what's going on. And they would open the gate. Daryl and I can't open a gate over here because it consumes a considerable amount of power.
Could you use the key in any way? Would that help you at all?
I think that only works for you. Have you been able to
that's-
transport anyone else?
No, I mean, no, I don't. It don't seem to work. I tried to, and I just vanished.
Yes. So I think that's just it's attuned to you, if that makes sense.
Not really, but okay.
It's on your wavelength.
My what?
You're its owner, no one else.
Okay, I get you.
Okay.
You
So,
said we were sent here. Why?
well, I mean, for the most part, you guys were. I don't know how you got here per se. I don't know if someone sent you here, or you accidentally fell through a portal, or what happened.
We kind of fell through
Oh.
a portal. There was a crazy lady with like gray skin. I tried to shoot her. The
Yeah.
bullet just like went right through her.
On the subject of that lady, she's actually still following us. Is that something you might be interested in? The one with the gray hair and the black eyes.
Can I roll Mythos based on that description?
You need like a hard success for it to get anywhere.
do it. No. Okay.
Like
I have no
Yes.
idea who you're talking
she's
about.
been.
If
she's
it
been-
helps you at all, they came from the Enchanted Wood. That's where they described to me as coming out of this portal to come here.
I mean, I met them. I don't know if it's enchanted. You know, there's a big forest down to the south.
Sure.
Is that your enchanted wood? It just looks like a big fucking
The Enchanted Wood has large trees and it's lit very interestingly, and it is at the edge of the jungle of Ked, which is where we were at just recently.
wood. Yeah, with the glowing lights and all that in the sky.
Yeah, well, we fell there. The tree. We were inside of a tree, and the branches were like as wide as a street.
Yes, this is the Enchanted Wood. I believe it's what it sounds like. The describing to me. I have not been there, but I've heard of people going there. I did not know there was any portals there, though. If that helps you any at all in your research.
Not really. Portals are kind of. They're in dangerous areas, but I mean,
Okay, so how do we get this one through the where are the gates?
and that's what we'll have to work on when we communicate to my Celendus Eximus over on the other side.
Oh, and they'll tell you where the gate's gonna be or something, is it?
Do you know why I had a dream that told me to come here?
Yes, I sent you that.
Oh,
You what now?
Yes.
Oh, that's just totally normal to where you're from, and that doesn't need any more explanation.
Well,
That's just
no, I
standard.
actually learned that spell while I was here.
The what now?
So,
I know when you think.
I have a question for you.
I know you
did
think
you
you're
see
explaining.
anything? Were you in my head? Were you like looking around in there? Or did you just send a message?
I sent a message. I don't know. Yeah, you were the destination. And I made that message. And I sent it. I don't go in people's heads. Well,
All right, good. Got some crazy things up here.
who, out of all of you, who here believes in magic? Raise your hand.
Do you believe it?
Okay.
Anna also raises her. I was playing Daryl, but Anna also raises her hand.
I would turn to Daryl and I was like, Daryl, I know you fucking.
You mean like witchcraft?
Sorry, Floyd.
Oh, are you religious?
Have you got a problem with that?
Things might be harder to swallow for you.
Meaning?
I don't know if you should go there, Floyd.
No.
Hey, okay, so, you know, you've been here for 10 years, so you kind of have like the lay of the land.
Mm-hmm.
This little one over here.
Hi.
was born- Yeah, that's Anna. She was born here. She's got like these crazy powers where she throws people against the wall when she gets upset. Do you know where we can like drop her off?
I didn't do that. I didn't.
I would turn to Daryl and I was like,
No. Don't drop her off.
I'm sorry, I forgot you adopted her.
we do have a training facility.
Brilliant.
You mean the little girl can get help, you know, because she's got the as the
What's a training facility?
So it's
Facility.
Like school, but fun.
darling.
he gets eye level with Anna and he's like, so it's like school, but
I
it's
don't like school.
but it's magic school.
I mean, I don't think you should lie to the little girl.
What?
So do you know how you can create things with your mind?
All the time.
Yes. We would teach you how to harness that.
More?
Yes.
I could make those cookies.
Yes.
More cookies.
The
There's
cookies
also
thing.
cookies in the kitchen.
I know, I had some.
Well, I was going to say find them, but apparently you're intelligent. So,
I found them.
if you're wanting to do that, it will protect you from the locals who don't look at your kindly.
You said
I
kind
mean,
and kind
actually
twice.
sounds
Mm.
Like, because
Well,
we've
that's
honestly,
perfect.
it's been a bit of a nightmare trying to work out what we're going to do with the little girl, because if you think it's bad, I mean, you know, because you're from Earth, right? It's not going to be better there. If anything, it's quite a lot worse.
I don't think she can go there, ever.
Oh, you can't go there. Oh, well, that
No.
problem solved, I guess then.
I don't want to go to another place.
I agree. It's honestly
No
compared to this place-
magic in the place you're talking about.
She might drive people insane. There's a price for using magic.
Oh, yeah, then that's probably another good reason not to.
Well, do they have like, adult and family type figures and stuff?
Yes, it's a facility. It's like a school.
But I mean,
Like a school, not exactly like a school.
I
I don't
It's
know
got,
what
like,
facility.
Ages and stuff.
It's not like the tower in Manith, where it's just a whole bunch of stuffy men inside the tower looking at objects.
No, it's like our people that are here. What do I know about the facility, Meta?
basically it's where they go to, like, they set it up like probably like 70, 80 years ago, when the first group of people like really started understanding how the Dreamlands really works and started encountering individuals who had the ability to more effectively shape things in the Dreamlands versus others. And that's where the term Dreamborn kind of was really initially started, and then everyone, as time went on, was like kind of using that term, and it kind of became a normalized term in the Dreamlands.
How many people are there? Like, what do I know about the facility?
There's probably like under 100. Majority are staff members, either people who have been recruited from the Dreamlands or those who came from other universes. And the others would have been people who were trained and then grew up and then remained at the school, essentially. We'll just call it the school, to help reinforce the training, since they were also Dreamborn, so they would have more knowledge and understanding of how to deal with those things.
So Xavier's...
yeah, sure. Let's go with like the X-Men school, basically, yeah.
Okay. So he's like, it's basically for a school specifically for people like her. She would go there, she would learn with them, have a normal life. There's other people like her that are there. There's other people from my universe, other people from universe C, D, E, F, G, whichever one.
There's other children there, like.
Maybe. I don't know. I'm not currently there.
No. Yeah, no, I get that, because you're in the room with me. From your incredible knowledge of this place, there are other children there, like.
I imagine so.
Okay, well, I mean, that's... Anna, would you like to go and... Because you'll have some friends there. And it seems like it'll be quite a nice place. Would you like to go and stay with the other children?
I guess. Is there more like me?
That seems like what he's saying, is that there'll be other children like yourself.
Yes.
Who know, the ones who know how to do the floaty stuff.
There's also children who were there that grew up that stayed there because they liked it there so much.
So, but what if I wanted to leave? Could I leave?
That's your decision.
Okay, I guess. Is there cookies there too?
Yes.
Okay.
I mean, if I can make cookies here, I imagine they're making cookies over there.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Okay, then, well, I mean, that sounds good. Now, that's one problem solved. About getting Nora back to Universe A or whatever you're calling it.
I don't think we can make a formal decision until Daryl's people show up here. More people from his universe.
And when do you expect those then, eh?
Daryl?
Well, I gotta try contacting them again.
So, just to not to disrespect your communication methods, if you can't contact them, is there no way to get her back to at least an universe that's like Earth? One of your many Earths.
And what would she do there exactly?
I think she wants to join your society back there, doesn't she?
I suppose so. We still have to establish some kind of communication line before we just send her to another universe.
Yes.
Okay then. Well, all right. I guess we're stuck here for now. Yeah.
Well, it's safe here. Cellophase is one of the few places that we've been able to pretty much do whatever we need to without any intervening from the locals.
I did notice that. I mean, I have never actually pulled into a port without immediately getting like ripped off by the authorities. But here, I pulled in, and for a start, nobody really was that bothered by the fact that my ship had no sails, and in fact, a massive... Because I've got a steamship, right?
Okay.
They didn't seem. They seemed to neither notice nor care. And nobody charged me for docking. And what? Nothing's really here like I would expected a city to be.
Yes. So, Celloface was created by a man. He's the king here, and well, supposedly the story goes. I actually don't really know how old he really is, but he's been here. He created all of what you see, and that's since been slightly touched up and modified as individuals have joined. But he has no need for money or other standard, things that we are accustomed to. So it is not surprising that they would not take notice for you due to the fact that it's simply something that he could have just decided existed. So they do not question the king.
And just one more question. We've still got this black-haired bitch on our tail. Now, last time she appeared, yeah, I think it's one of you, because you said with the Simon and the Evelyn and all that.
Yes.
Evelyn was the scientist with the glasses, yeah? Now, the black-haired woman, the last time we saw her, caused Evelyn to levitate and then vanish. I don't think she's in
that description. Can I roll a mythos?
It'd still be a hard you still need a hard success. It's not enough. It's not specific enough. You can do a push roll here.
I'm gonna try a little bit more before I make that roll.
Okay.
Then. What else can you tell me about the person that made someone levitate and disappear?
She was floating herself. She knew, like.
Did she say
It was like
anything?
she could see you.
She said, what was it? Death is not the end. Does that help you at all? I was near enough.
I keep looking at Meta like, is that something that would help?
You guys would need to do substantial research before you were able to, this is not something that you would have encountered in your current plethora of reading that you've done.
Yeah.
This particular entity is not something that would have been relevant to your research in the Dreamlands.
Yeah. I have not heard of this person. I've heard of a lot of things. She is not one of them.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know anything about her myself, honestly. But she's been pretty much dogging our steps every so often. She pops up, and when she does, people seem to die.
I mean, that's normal.
That what? You what now?
She could be an elder god, an outer god, and she could be...
There's only the one god.
Right.
What are you talking about?
Just for 2 seconds, imagine that there's more than just your god in the world.
No.
Let's not go down this rabbit hole right now because
Okay.
his mind will break.
I'm not a child.
Is there any way we can shake her?
We're pretty safe here.
Okay.
I mean, this house, I imagine, is warded, right, Meta? Yeah, this house is warded. As long as you're in this house, you're fine.
Okay. Well, I guess I'm just gonna wait until you can contact your world and see if I can go there. Because from what I saw before we were teleported here, I don't have much faith that my world still exists.
And I mean, that's probably an accurate statement you're making there, because if something got summoned, I doubt anyone killed it.
Yeah, it was. I mean, we threw some dynamite at it and ran, but
Apparently there was a big bird involved.
it was like a weird bird insect thing.
Can you draw it?
I could try.
Yes. And can you try to draw the lady? Can you all try to draw the lady?
I mean, I can probably, sketch the girl. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. We're gonna be sketch artists now.
Yes.
I mean, I gotta tell you, I am. This is gonna be lucky if it's not stick figure, yeah.
Or any symbols that you've seen, any symbols at all, that would help.
I I mean, I don't think I've seen any symbols, but I can certainly draw the black-eyed girl.
Okay. Got some paper?
Do you have a place to use the restroom?
Yes, upstairs.
All right.
First door on your left. No, right. Sorry. That's Daryl's room.
Have you been peeing in my room, Floyd? Is that what you were trying to imply?
I'm reading books. I don't know where I go.
Uh-huh.
So you say you're really 28 years old.
Yes.
You look like
I'm
a
55.
child.
He looks
You're
like he's
fucking what?
he looks like he's 30. I'm 55. Well, if I'm keeping track of the calendars correctly.
No, I mean that's like.
Is it
Okay.
July?
Well, I mean it was August for me when I left.
Yeah, I think
but,
it's wait, no. Is it July? I don't remember. I need to look at the calendar. You know I have to use the calendar.
Like a week ago when I first turned up here, it was like August in my world. Does that help you at all?
Well, the only reason I asked about that date is because when your events in your time, Nora, when did that happen?
When did that happen?
It was in August.
In August?
Yeah.
August when?
Like the very start of August.
The very start of it.
I'm saying it in character. Or is that Daryl talking?
No, I'm helping
Oh,
Devin
okay.
remember just in case.
Okay. So you said you were around the end of August.
Yeah. I mean, I was in London in like mid-August, and then I went down to France, and then it was back to London. And at no point in the newspapers did I see Brighton destroyed by giant insect bird.
Well,
And I think
here's
they'd
the
have
thing.
covered it.
Yeah, because usually when things are from the outer realms or from a different dimension,
What's your Outer Realms now?
can you just plug your ears for this part?
You what?
Okay. Anyways, so pretend we're talking about Jesus and how he made bread or something. So,
You're about 5 seconds away from a smack in the mouth if you give me one more of those.
and you're in my house, and I will.
And I will
gladly-
still smack you in the mouth. I don't care. I'll go back to my
All
fucking
right,
boat.
gentlemen, can we just calm down for a minute? All right.
Try to have it up in mind.
These are difficult things and concepts to grasp, I understand. So let's just cool it. You know, just like you don't have to believe it, but this is the truth that we know. How's that?
Yeah, all right. So about your outer worlds then.
So, as I was saying, these outer worlds, if a creature comes from there, usually the sight of it drives you insane, or instantaneously kills you because your mind can't comprehend their existence. This might have been something. You've seen it, so you didn't die. But it might have been the beginning of something, and it might have domino effect to your world being destroyed, especially if communication has been cut off. Because there's a lot of nasty things out there. Earth is not equipped to handle the smallest of those things.
Okay.
Even people who are trained and from being a child to learn how to use magic and spells and all that kind of stuff, it has a toll on our mind. A great toll. And the places where you have to learn those spells come at a very great price, depending on where you learn them from. So, it's safe to say it's probably destroyed. But we'll find out more here, hopefully sooner than later.
Do you have a paper for me to draw this?
Yes, there's paper all over the place.
Take like a random paper.
There's like random like scribbles on something, and it's just an incomplete sentence, and then he's just like, whatever.
Nora's now just like kind of zoning and trying to draw this stuff while also trying to comprehend. She's still like trying to comprehend the idea that her entire world is gone.
Okay, so what do we do about the little girl?
I'll call someone.
Oh, you got like a telephone or something?
No, there's no telephone system here. If I had a telephone, it'd go to nowhere. Or Daryl's room.
Living with him
Oh,
for
like-
10
oh,
years
like-
has been...
Like the Scottish guy.
Yes. Alexander Graham Bell? Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah.
No. Yes.
Yeah.
Bell.
Yeah. Okay, I know what you're saying. Okay, but you're gonna call someone regardless.
different kind of
Yes.
calling.
Yes. Well,
But I assume you're not meaning like shouting in a loud voice,
we'll send it. We'll send a message off.
same as you did with her and the map thing.
Not to that extent, no.
Oh, okay.
Nora should know these forms of communication.
Honestly-
if they trained her.
Yeah, it takes a lot of time and waiting for specific times of day, days of the week.
Yes, we upped ours to every day, same time. We almost did twice a day, but you know things happen and all that. So, but it's been a while.
I'm not exactly sure what to do.
What?
But it's not falling down the hole.
Oh. There's a silver handle next to it. Push it down.
All right.
Honestly,
I'll give it a few minutes where I'm like, oh.
honestly, it's been like this since we came into your house. I don't think these people have seen any of this stuff before.
Oh no, they haven't. Which I'm now curious about her because she seems like she's either came here very young or she was born here too.
Well, honestly, I mean, we met her. I think she's looking for, like in Egypt where they go and dig up tombs and that.
Archaeologist, yes.
Yeah. I think she's like that, but more of a thiefy variety. More stealing the treasure, selling them to other people.
An archaeologist is still taking something from their.
Oh, sure. But I mean, not so much for the government as for like private collectors and that.
Yeah, I mean, museums are kind of private collectors that just show their wares.
I mean, yeah, they usually. Okay, well, yeah. Anyway, I think she's one of those.
Here's my drawing.
Oh, okay.
The creature.
And I
Yeah.
look at the drawing, and I'm like,
Here's the woman.
and I look at both of them.
Hard mythos success to see if you can recall if there's anything you've ever read about similar.
Huh? No. Oh, I have not passed a single roll with this character yet, but these are mythos.
But,
yeah, these-
so-
but this is a mythos thing. What is your mythos?
He's at 54.
Fucking Jesus! How have you got sanity left?
Yeah.
There's a story
Mm-hmm.
about a boy named Floyd.
Where his life got turned upside down. Yeah.
Down,
And it's actually very, very true. It had.
Now he's sitting in a world just.
town called Relaya.
Oh. What do I have a book on the Dreamlands?
Yeah, you probably have some like lore books on Dreamlands aside from what you've learned while you've been here. But you guys don't leave Celloface too much.
No, I don't leave it at all.
Yeah.
Um,
Daryl leaves on occasion to go get supplies for things for the research that you guys do, but he tries to just hire people out to do that for him.
Yeah.
So
So what I would do is I would go to my locked bookshelf. This is where all this would be, and I would unlock it and I would open it up, and there was like a bunch of like books in here, and he's like going through and looking, and he grabs one, and it's a very like crudely bound book, as it was made in the Dreamlands. But you see like nicer books, and you see some books that are very old, within there, and then he shuts it quickly and locks it. And then, yes, one that looks even older than that.
Like way older than that.
Yeah, there's one particular that looks super old. And
That one's a bit concerning.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Is it possibly bound in something that's suspiciously coloured?
Oh, maybe. I don't know.
Yeah, we could say.
I mean, you could do a spot hidden roll. I'm just kidding.
I'm going to do a spot hidden for a grammatically incorrect author's name, please.
Yep.
Are you doing it? I'm waiting for the
I'm
spot.
not really going to do
No.
a spot hidden roll.
There's no author's name on it, I don't think.
It's good enough that Adam knows. Milton
Yeah.
wouldn't know anyway.
I would know fucking nothing about the Mad Arab.
So I'm gonna do library use on this book to see if I can find anything in the research.
Okay.
And I'm like, this may take me a while. You're more than welcome to enjoy, get comfortable. We have extra pillows and blankets. There's a spare bedroom upstairs with a couple of beds inside. There's.
I honestly, I've been up for pretty. Well, we've probably been up for like nearly a straight day at this point, right?
I'd like to take a nap.
How long were we gonna wait for?
Well,
I
I think
probably
that,
slept on the
I
boat.
think that Nora and I might have gotten some sleep, but you definitely didn't because you were driving a boat all the way
Driving a
across
boat.
the ocean.
Through the force of
So you
will
probably
alone.
got some rest of some kind whenever you didn't have to be paying attention or something. I don't know, but like,
Okay, yeah, I could definitely use getting my head down at this point, honestly. Plus, I just drunk like a bottle of whiskey. By the way, good whiskey.
Best whiskey you've ever had.
I mean, no, because it's clearly American, but it was alright.
No, best whiskey you've ever had.
Okay then. I mean, I've had Irish whiskey, I'm just saying. But, you know, it was very average. Thank you for that.
just because his house looks like an American colonial house doesn't mean that his favorite whiskey isn't Irish, Adam.
Oh, every single American prefers bourbon to whiskey.
Hell no. Hell fucking no.
No, he's from Massachusetts, so it'd be Irish.
I'll be Irish. It would be Irish.
Yeah.
Oh, okay then.
Yeah.
In that
Like
case,
bourbon,
I didn't say
bourbon's like a
Bourbon
southern-
bullshit.
a southern thing. So
Bourbon's
Sarge
like-
would have liked bourbon or
bourbon's
like rye.
piss with butter, yeah.
Yeah, he has Massachusetts descent, so there's a lot of Irish in Boston.
Yeah.
So there'd be more Irish whiskey where he's located.
Yes.
So there'd
it's
be
still-
more
it's
Irish
still- it's-
whiskey where he has.
It's not better than, you know, it's not the best. It's alright. It's pretty good. Better than Scottish.
I'm gonna go through and do a library use
Okay.
on the book, and it looks like I have a critical.
Yep.
And I'm wondering if I want to save that or use it now.
Well, I'll tell you this much. You're not going to find those things, but you'll be sure that you don't know about those things.
Yeah. Well, I definitely want to make sure.
Best critical success.
I'm
ever.
not gonna use the critical success. I'm gonna roll the library use because I want my next meat dose roll. I probably want to use it. But like, if I can't find it in that book, I'm going to another book.
Yeah.
And like, kind of like making an evening, a late night, going through books and nerding out. Success.
Okay. So you go
Before I go-
through. Oh, no, go ahead.
Before I go to bed, I just want to, honestly, yeah, listen. So you know those cats? They're like bipedal. They walk around. They're in the jungle. You know what I mean?
No,
No. Okay.
I don't.
Anyway.
I don't usually leave home.
Yeah, I'm getting that. I've shot them, and it barely does anything. I wanted to know if you got anything more substantial than what is essentially this. I'm showing my shitty rifle. Have you got any weapons maybe better than that? Because honestly,
I wouldn't walk around with that.
I know. That's why you brought it wrapped in a blanket. Honestly.
Well,
Yeah.
I told him that it is best to hide those things, but you know, he
Uh.
still needs them around because they run into those cats. So
and then you see him like pull out, and he's like, "This is all I have," and he pulls out a handgun, and then puts that away, and then he goes and like, "This is another one they gave me, but I don't generally use knives," and it's a gold knife with the Celenda Xmas like symbol on it, and he's like, "This can hurt creatures of mythos, as well as a normal knife."
Okay, I mean, all right, that's fine. I'll stick to my rifle, I guess
I
then.
wish I would have had that knife.
Is Nora already gone too? Okay.
Yeah, she's already up napping.
And then he just like puts the knife back up.
I'm gonna go and crash as well then.
Okay. And then he just kind of goes back to like looking at the books and like reading through everything, and then looking at one book and then going, and then like scanning another book and then going, "Yes, I see." Mm-hmm. And he's just literally doing that until he falls asleep.
Okay. Anna's already fallen asleep. It's with some pillows and blankets.
Yeah, I probably would have helped her up to wherever we were gonna put her to sleep.
Okay. So, okay. Let's go over your library use.
Do you need help?
Who are you talking to?
Floyd, do you need help?
Wait, quick question. Were you born here?
I mean, that's none of your business, but...
I mean, are you scared because she's born here and we're sending her off?
No, not exactly. I know how hard it is for people that are born here. I just don't want her to have to deal with those hardships.
That's why we're taking her to that facility.
But I'm sorry, I've never heard of this term, like this facility type of thing. Like, it does not, I don't understand. You say it's a school, but you weren't sure if there was children there, and I just want to make sure that she grows up in an environment where she has normalcy.
As I said before, I don't get out much, so I don't know who the current occupants are. I can find out when I contact them and let them know. I don't know how often someone's born in the Dreamlands. I more study magical residue and have you heard of a town called Kadath?
I have.
Where is it?
I'm not sure. But it's somewhere around the Great Library, I believe. Do you know the Great Library?
You would definitely know.
Yeah, yes.
You probably have gone there many times of all the places.
I'm sorry, I know that you're very knowledgeable, but I don't know exactly what you're knowledgeable about. Which is why I asked if you needed help with... I went to school, and I know how to, research. Probably not as well as you, but if you need someone to help look and, rest your eyes, I can help with that.
I mean, if you want to look up for anything that fits the description that they drew, or anything off that, or how they described, you've been with them there longer. Have they told you anything more than they told me?
I mean, I ran into them, and both the child Nora and the dearly departed Sarge both told me their entire life story. Sarge got drunk and told me a lot of things. But I don't know anything more than that they're telling you about this floating woman. I told you
I need a ruler to make the noise. But I haven't got one right now, so you just have to imagine that joke, and then I made something off color as a remark. I bet he did, and then we went on.
I knew that he knew that he was not from the right time, and that he was being chased by the wolves, the hounds, and they know that the the woman. She's Nora told me that the woman, she shot at her and she dodged it, or she didn't dodge it, or something. But she shot at her and it did not do anything.
So she's definitely supernatural of some sort.
Perhaps. Yes. I mean, I don't know many people who just float, who aren't some kind of special witch or, have some sort of artifact that helps them. I don't know.
I have to ask, because for the specific reason that they're both from Earth. Earth. So,
I don't need to go anywhere. I like it here.
Well, no, I'm not asking for you to go anywhere, but they're from an Earth, and they came here. Generally, I was raised on the fact that magic existed, and when I came here, I did not have a mental breakdown. Generally, when people come here from where I'm from, their mind tends to be more, to snap a little bit more, especially the religious ones. So, with them, I don't know if their mind was playing tricks on them, so I have to ask.
Well, the girl, is a part of your organization, Russ.
Yeah, but I don't know anything about her. Maybe Daryl knows who she is. Where is Daryl?
Daryl went back up to his room.
Daryl's probably trying to communicate someone through candlelight. So, as far as anything, I don't know what she knows. I don't know if she's magically inclined or...
No, I don't think she's magically inclined. Well, I think that she has some magical inclination, because she tried to put some sort of barrier around the girl, and
So
they couldn't get in to the barrier.
She knows basic magic. Well, very basic. That's like training wheel spell.
Yes.
So, she might have been starting to learn, and then everyone who was teaching her is now dead.
This is horrible.
That's the way of life.
Yes, but it doesn't mean it's any better.
Just hope you go quick.
More than likely I will. So... Well, I don't know. I don't know what to do. I want to help, but I need to go to the library. We were going to go to the library and look for information on the artifact that I'm looking for. It's supposed to be able to help people get home, or to your home, or something along those lines. I have a few clients looking for it, and I thought maybe that library would help us find it.
What are you looking for?
It's a sort of... I guess it's a... Hold on. I have to look on my character sheet for the exact name. It is an artifact called the Crystallizer of Dreams.
Do I know what that is?
Hard success on Mythos.
Okay. Hiya! No.
You faintly remember people talking about artifacts to help them travel between the dream worlds and other things, but that's, again, it could be across multiple myths and stuff like that.
I vaguely know of several artifacts, but in passing, as I said before, I specialized looking for a Kadath and in specifically magical residue and how to obtain it, or ley lines even. I might be able to help you if I go to the Great Library. I've been there
You
before.
could probably find out how to get to Kadath from there. Have you've never been to the library? I would think I meant it to you.
I've been there a couple times.
Oh, then why?
Sometimes they give me books because they don't want them anymore.
Oh.
Or they have several. And they know I'll take care of them here. Usually duplicates, hand-me-downs. But, with that being said, if you want to take any of these books, I don't mind if you read them because your mind is open to whatever we have laid out here. The other two, she might be part of Selenda Eximus, but still, if she was in training, she might not be at that point where she should be picking up any of these. The other one, he's gonna go crazy soon.
Yes, he believes.
Yeah.
Don't know how to put it. I think that perhaps that he doesn't understand his way of looking at a religion and understanding how it plugs into your understanding of the world.
Do you know anything about Catholicism or Christianity?
No, I do not. I just know that they have a thing called Christmas, and that this is what Sarge called your organization.
Well, we have nothing to do with Christmas.
I don't know.
So on and so forth. Whatever.
Oh, they also have no, that's not Halloween. I don't know. I got very... I learned a little bit about it in passing and in having conversations with Milton.
So, when someone's religious, especially when they're part of like a Christianity of some sort, or actually any religion, it could be one of the Arabic religions. They have very much people who are zealots, people who are very committed to their cause. If anyone implies anything other than what they believe, they tend to get violent and upset, such as Milton was tonight. Since I denounced his religion because his religion's not real. Daryl! Bless you. So, with that being said, when their mind gets opened and they were raised on the foundation that there is only one God, when there is several beings of immense power that could wipe us out in a blink of an eye, that shatters their mind, that they were wrong the whole time. That
perhaps it would be best if we figured out a way to tell him that we're going to take care of the girl and take her home, and then he can go home, because right now he believes that strongly in himself that the reason he is here is to save her.
And when she goes home, he can go off and do whatever he wants.
But the way you're speaking now is it sounds like it would be better for him to leave now so that he doesn't break his mind.
Well, he has the steamboat.
Yes.
What if you have to use the steamboat?
This is true.
Use his steamboat until the girl gets home. He's on a zealous cause right now. He's protecting.
Well, I think it would be helpful if you didn't necessarily poo-poo what he had to say, and because it would push his mind even further, and let him just experience it for himself. Otherwise, I think you may have a issue with one another, and then we will not be able to use the steamboat for very much longer.
I may have a way to help him. If anything happens, I may have a way to help him ignore or put his mind at ease when something breaking happens.
Then you must make sure that you put it in his terms, though. Just like I had to explain to him that he cannot walk around with a gun and he didn't understand that. I think that you'll also have to explain to him in his terms how that is. Because if you just say that you're going to be doing something, that might startle him like a gun would someone else.
He may... If I have to cast this spell on him, shit is bad.
Alright. So it won't even matter.
It will probably... the only reason I would cast it on him is because his mind would break the most out of all of us. I've seen some shit, and my mind still breaks.
You don't have minds like steel doors.
I mean, they're not like steel doors. They're more like delicate glass orbs that get chipped away over time. Eventually, there's a point where a fracture cracks the whole thing, and you are not you anymore. And I have chipped away hard at my mind.
I'm sure you've read all of these books. I'm sure that when you came here, you thought the world, or you thought the way that things were a certain way, and then slowly over time, that has changed. I think the same thing is to be said about Milton. Maybe he can't change, but that is an understanding that it would be nice to have when it comes to interacting with him.
As I said before, I have a spell that will help him. It will put his mind somewhere else until it's over, so to speak. That's the easiest way to explain it. It's ignorance is bliss. How about that? Is that a good way to explain it?
That is fine. It's just saying be careful with how you use magic around him.
Trust me, I'm not one to use magic willy-nilly.
Okay, but I don't know you, and I don't know what the secret organization of magics that talk about different universes and gods and send children off to facilities. I don't know any of these things, so it is all new to me.
Well, it's okay. I will answer the questions you ask.
All right. And do you think that you could help me do some research at the library for my needs as well?
I can do that.
And I will help you find this Kadoth.
Kadoth.
No.
I will. Yes, we'll help each other.
All right.
Well, if you want to take a book.
Yes. Did you say break or book?
A book. No, a book.
Okay. Take a book and start flipping.
I take a book and then I start doing the research and all that kind of stuff. And then not Evelyn is helping me.
Not Evelyn is helping you.
I have some library use. I went to school a little bit for archaeology.
Okay.
Do you know they call you a treasure thief, right?
No? And people call me lots of things. Milton asked me if I was a prostitute the first time he met me.
He is definitely a sailor. And then he just...
Oh, that's great. Okay. So, let's give you some specifics on that library use roll from earlier. In the Dreamlands book that you're going through, there's absolutely, positively no mention of a woman of the description that was given.
Okay.
Like, you for certain know it's not in this Dreamlands book and probably not in anything specific about the Dreamlands. And it's an abnormality, so to speak. And then, if you're going to continue, you could do some more library use roll. Josephine, you could also do the same thing if you'd like. Obviously, you need a pretty significant success to be able to really...
I was more so hoping that I would add some kind of pluses to his throws. Like, so we're working together kind of thing, as opposed to me actually finding something. If that makes sense. Like, like, we used to do this with Evelyn. Like, people either that don't know how to read would use it and, like, help me with pluses.
So do you want me to roll it at a plus?
Yeah.
Which...
Okay. Hard. Even at a -10, that's hard.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. So which book are you focusing on your attention on exactly, or like what area are you focusing your attention to?
So this is where my studies would like go through. Like, so I went through the Dreamlands books, and I'm like, I'm not finding anything. So I would start finding things on like other mythoses that would like fit that. I look at Nodens, but Nodens don't make any sense to me because they're not that powerful. And then he would like start going through and like work his way up. Like he's like, it's not elder things, it's not old ones, it's not this. Like what would be here and over there at the same time, and who has like, and what is this creature that he was summoning? So he would like eventually like start trying to like piece together and like try to find something that's similar to that, and whether it like goes into the, and like once it like gets to like things that are like the great old ones and like old gods or outer gods or anything like that, he would not let Josephine look at that at all. He would kind of like be like, no, oh, look at this book. Don't look at this one. But he's not reading that book. He's reading another book.
Okay.
I'm hinting at you to be like, he's not reading that book.
No, I know that. Yeah. No, you would never, like, that would be a bad idea to bring that book out.
No,
Golly,
yeah.
I hope you do find Kadath though, especially after all the cracks about sailors and religion.
Yeah. But yeah, that's what he would be doing. That's where his research would go. And then he would have her like, he'd be like, yeah, can you look up this name for me? And then or things like, have you found anything related to this? And then she would say something, and then he'd be like, oh, and then grab this book and start looking into this one, and kind of always like going on a different trail. So yeah. That's basically what he would do.
Okay. Through your studies and all that, it's hard to put the pieces together because there's so very little information about beyond the creature that was summoned. What you get from it is like without a name or something more significant, you're not going to be able to really pinpoint what the mythos itself is. But you do get the feeling that it seems a lot like your studies about something else that happens in the Dreamlands. Very similar in the way of how some entities use avatars.
So this entity is powerful enough to have an avatar?
Many.
Many avatars?
Yes.
Okay. I'm writing this down. Anything else I find out?
Welcome to the world of being a bookie character and having to write everything down you find out.
Honestly, I know you got a hard success on that, but even again, it's just you don't have.
It's out of my wheelhouse.
Yeah,
I understand.
Yeah.
I mean that's a lot of information.
Having just knowing there's multiple avatars, you can make the connection between another entity that you've studied extensively that also has avatars.
And it's related to the Dreamlands?
Yes.
Yeah. I'm like,
very bad. Basically, you're like, well, shit. Is
I do not want to call that one. He says it in character. He's like, I do not want to call that one.
Oh.
So, do you know? Okay, best way to explain this to you. There is in Christianity, heaven and hell. Heaven is
I've
where
heard
good
of these.
people go.
Mhm.
Okay, this will make it. The person who runs hell is called Satan, Lucifer. The person that I have in mind, I don't think it's the same person. I'll have to do a little bit more study. But has high interactions with the Dreamlands, a lot of interaction with the Dreamlands. He also has a lot of interactions with Earth. Now, what I know about this individual is that generally he brings destruction to Earth. or in history and all that kind of stuff. He's generally viewed as Satan. That's how their minds grasp this the Horned Man. But he doesn't destroy her. I think he likes fucking with us. Whatever the most will be. So it doesn't make sense for him to go destroy that universe Earth.
I don't understand why anyone wants to go back to your world. Honestly.
We have refrigerators and cars and medicine.
But the things on the refrigerator were nice, I suppose.
Yes, those are magnets. Ask me how they work.
I have magnets. Ask me how.
But for the most part, I know how to contact that individual. Do I want to? No. I do not. For the
Do you
simple
know
fact.
how to contact Satan?
Simply put, yes.
Oh.
But
Don't tell Milton that either. I'm
No.
sure you would not like that at all.
no.
In fact, he probably would run away because I heard that hell is not a good place.
So, a lot of the things that are more powerful than us are essentially worse than that one. But that's the best way I can explain it to have you understand. Since you have a concept of heaven and hell, that's the best way to explain it. But no, to contact him would be at risk for my mind and sanity and body.
And that's what you mean by cold.
Huh?
That's what you mean by cold.
I perform a ritual, and I probably need Daryl, and I probably need other people to call him, and make a ritual of it, and get in contact.
All right. But you don't want to talk to him anyway because he destroys worlds, right?
No, and he's not probably going to answer my questions unless I make a deal with him. A deal with him would be like 50.
So not a deal like we just made where I was going to help you and you were going to help me. This is probably a bad deal.
Where yeah, he would help me, but at a great cost for me.
I mean, if it doesn't equal out the same, then I wouldn't do it anyway. Bad deal is a bad deal.
Sometimes the offer is too good to stay away, but nonetheless, it doesn't make sense.
I mean, nice as I had to cancel deals all the time.
Favorite thing so far.
What?
The subreddit of this conversation is my favorite thing that's happened so far in this entire campaign.
Me trying to explain a Neurolethatep to someone who doesn't know who Neurolethatep is. Yes. I would rather do more research, but this being sounds like they have avatar plural, so avatars, multiple avatars.
This being
Avatars
Oh,
are
the girl.
basically if
the floaty girl?
yes. Yeah, so she has avatars. And that thing, the bird monster, was an avatar for her, of her.
Well, we met avatars very recently.
Do go on.
Oh, we were at this water temple of the god of the river, the Alcaraz River.
Okranos. Yep.
Okranos River. And we met
Kratos
met-
River, yes.
God damn it!
Oh,
No,
Kratos.
no, Sarge, be gone.
and
Do it properly,
we
you're a
met
researcher now.
we met four they look like water, but they formed into humans or humanoid type of creatures, and we talked to them about the temple, and they were there to protect the temple for the water god.
Do I know those are elementals?
What?
I'm not talking about out of character.
Roll a mythos for me. You probably would know that there are elementals throughout the Dreamlands then. It would be tough to say if you knew of them specifically, but you do know that there are many temples that are guarded by specific types of entities, some of which can be, elementals, whether water or otherwise.
Not in avatars, though. Avatars are very
the
powerful.
bird insect monster thing is not an avatar.
No.
Of Mitra.
No. I'm alluding to the woman being the one that you guys have encountered being an avatar.
Oh, I thought it was the bug thing.
No. Sorry.
Okay.
Sorry. To clarify,
An avatar. Okay.
no. The creature, weird bird thing that Nora drew. You could not find any information about that.
Okay.
That is some kind of an entity that you need to do a lot more extensive research on.
Yeah.
The information I gave you on the hard success for your library use was that when you were studying some of the things that they said, and then like kind of trying to make your own deductions, your hypothesis is that what they encountered in the woman is very similar to the fact that the avatars of Nyarlathotep that you have studied before.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
There were just cross similarities.
Yeah.
That's what led you to that particular hypothesis.
Okay.
It's not confirmed yet.
Okay. It's hypothesis.
Yeah.
So I'm going to put an H next to that in parentheses for hypothesis.
Okay.
HYP. HYP.
Hip.
Bitches. So I would look at Joe and be like, so what? I don't think those are avatars per se. I think avatars are usually a powerful being. Those more sound like elementals of some sort. Usually they are protectors of temples in some sort. Different entities protect them, but this one sounds like entities of that sort.
Right. You would be very useful.
Damn it, Daryl.
Is Anna okay?
That Daryl man, he is a problem character.
But as we go on,
Oh, I was going to say, you'd be very helpful to talk to after I have done some, digging and stuff, because I find things all the time and I have no idea what they are, but I just kind of go with the flow.
but that means I have to go outside.
No, I can come to you.
Oh, you dig for me.
I could dig for you. It costs money, but then I could dig for you, or I could.
How much do you charge?
Depends on how hard I find them to be.
I mean, what's your normal price?
Yeah, the Crystallizer of Dreams has been paying about 30 to 40 stones a week looking for said artifact. And I think I've been doing it for him for about 6 months.
That's a lot of money. I don't know how much money am I rich?
You have access to a significant number of resources if you need it. As long as it furthers your research for Celindus Eximus.
We could also work out a helpful medium where if I came to you asking you questions about my dig for other clients, then it could take money off of something that you have me currently out in the world doing.
That would be beneficial. But I don't have anything for you to search for right now, except for Kadath. We're going to research that over at the Great Library.
But it's just for you to think about in the future. But I was mostly going to ask how much your rate was, so that if I ever had to ask you a question about a dig that I went on, I could come to you. Because you seem to know a lot more than I do. I went to a temple, I saw some humanoid things that came out of water. I had no idea what they were, but you just told me.
I'm just basing it off what you explained to me, and luckily I recently passed
Oh! And I'm gonna go grab my rubs.
Oh, Jesus. Okay.
I got these from that temple, and I have 3 pieces of paper, and I put them against a wall. I used charcoal to rub them out so that you could see what the sign said.
Mm-hmm.
And I put them in front of him. What do these say? I think that they're talking about some kind of treasure in that temple, and I wanted to know maybe a little bit more about what the treasure is.
I would look at the paper that she is scribbled out now. Do I know what it says?
Use a... occult roll for me.
Okay. Well, can I do Lore Dreamlands?
Sure. Yeah, that's Dreamland specific. Yeah,
Success. 28.
it's a good roll. Yeah, you kind of take a minute to look it over, and it sparks a memory of a story that you read about the river god Uranus, and in that it directly relates to what you see here, which is basically that these tablets that she's taken rubs of, and the story that you know, basically the rubs say the story of the river god who met a water nymph, and she gave him a gift, which was the pearl, and the pearl is there that like represents basically their bond, and he cursed it and left it with the water priests to watch over it, and any who dare take this pearl would essentially unleash a eternal thirst on the world, starting with the individual who took it. And by that meaning, eternal thirst in this case wouldn't be just that you're thirsty forever, but you would actually eventually, your mind would trick you into thinking you're actually dying of dehydration, and you would eventually die a very painful, slow death.
And it would spread out to other people?
Yes, until the pearl was returned.
Oh, yeah, he would like look at this and be like, you don't want that treasure.
All right. Well, I didn't go there for that anyway. I just was interested in what it had to say about the treasure. They said the treasure was cursed.
Yep, that's correct. It makes an internal thirst. So you basically would want to drink and drink and drink, eat and always be thirsty until you died. You would think your body would trick itself thinking it's dehydrated even though you're drinking water. And the dehydration would kill you. And you will also spread that dehydration to other people, like a disease, until that pearl was returned.
Well, it's a good thing I've never had anyone ask me to get a pearl.
And if anyone ever does ask you to get that pearl, turn
I
it
will
on
probably
that
tell them that I don't know where it's at.
That's another way to do it. But yes, you do not want anything to do with that thing.
All right. Well, see, but do you see what I'm saying, though? If I go into a place and I find these types of things, I could bring them to you.
I would say... I'm trying to think what currency is here. Like the emeralds, I understand. Like what would be a good pricing for this?
Well, information is power. Like,
yeah.
Josephine, not only would she sell the physical artifacts, but she probably would, I'm guessing, sell information as well if people wanted to know something based on like the artifacts that she's recovered, etc.
Yeah. It depends on the information that you bring. I would gauge a price on that.
I expected that you would look and be like, this is very hard to come by information, and then charge me accordingly. Mm-hmm. And like I said, if you ever need anything, you could also stack it up that information and then use it to find something yourself.
And you see, he pulls out like a book that he's like writing, and he's like, and you see that he's like talking about the Pearl of Volcanoes, and then writing about it currently, and he's like looking at the notes and transcribing it from whatever language to English, and like writing it down, and he's like,
Oh, it says all that?
"Oh yes."
Wow. I
And
should have
going on
stayed
about
in
the
school.
story. Yes, it's good information I have. Especially if you don't like someone, you can send them to get that pearl.
I mean, but it would spread to other people that you maybe like.
Well, if it spread to me, then I know that I have to return the pearl.
That's true. Would you be able to take it back to the temple, or would you need to hire me?
I'd probably hire you.
Alright. Alright. Okay, well, at least I know that doing all of this is helping me out at least a little.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think we should go wake them up? Or do you need to sleep?
I think I need to sleep a little bit. I only sleep about 3 hours.
I don't know how you can do that.
I don't do a lot.
Oh. Just read?
I do a morning workout routine, which mainly is 20 push-ups, and then I read a book as I do that. And then I go sit on my chair where there's like a groove on the chair as he like leans up a little bit. It's like a nice leather chair too. That's like by the fireplace, and I read all day, and I don't go outside, and then I make food.
Well, then this trip to the library would be fun.
I love going to that library. There's so much to learn there.
Hmm.
They know me there. They know Daryl too.
I hope we don't get sidetracked or anything.
We might get sidetracked. It depends. There might be something interesting to find. There's a lot of information I have that I have to research.
Like your town.
Well, that, and then also what's going on with you guys and the floating lady.
I don't know anything about that. I know that they met her, she was around when they were trying to kill Emma. And they went back to the village and some people were trying to kill the little girl. And supposedly she was there at that time.
Was there anything else that stuck out? What they told you? And he said, did they describe any symbols?
Don't remember any symbols at the village of the girl. Ah, sorry.
Daryl.
Daryl, what are you doing down there?
I had to cramp. Daryl.
Daryl, what are you doing?
Daryl. This is the new water god.
Dear water priest.
Dear water priest,
Dear.
I loved your story about the pearl. I would love to come examine this pearl and see if there's any magical principles on this. Wait, and then he's like, wait a second. And then he pulls out a map, and then he's like, it's like a map of the ley lines in the area. And he's like, where is this water temple?
It is right about here.
And then he would note, is there ley lines by it?
No.
No. He would not mark down like the temple, like in like with the charcoal pen. Temple of Orkanos.
Okranos.
Okranos.
You can just call it the River God Temple if you want.
Dear water priest.
The water priest temple, apparently.
The Temple of Okranos. And so and then he was but magical residue, is there? No, he wouldn't know that. He would have to go there to actually study that. Okay, so on that note, he'd be like, all right, I'm gonna sleep a little bit, and then kind of like reclines in the chair, and then just is all of a sudden, and he goes like this, and he falls asleep. Like,
Okay, and then I'm gonna go back upstairs and go cuddle up with Anna and go to sleep.
Okay. Fantastic. I'll give Devin a second to get back, because
I'm so sorry. Suddenly my cat was like I need to be pet. And he got up on my lap and he just shoved his claws into me and was like, pet me.
Your expression.
Because it was like a love thing, but at the same time, like, I think I'm bleeding.
Dude, I hate that. I hate when my cat does that. Go ahead, Gorgeson. It's not gonna time you out. Okay, so as you head up to bed, Josephine, you can hear Daryl in his room because you have to pass by it to get to where Anna is sleeping, and you hear kind of whispers essentially. So you can stick around and take a listen, or...
I will. I'll do the same thing I do every single time. I'm listening to people's conversations and not actually participating, and I'll kind of just lean on as close to my room as I possibly can to hear them.
Okay.
Just lean on the wall and listen.
Okay, go ahead and do a listen check to see. Okay. Yeah, you try to make it out, but you can't hear, and after a bit, you kind of retire to your room.
Oh wait, can I try to get closer?
It would be a push roll. You'd need a hard success.
Okay. I'm gonna try again. Never mind. I was not meant to hear the horrible occult things.
Nah. But we are going to, for the viewers, give them a little sneak peek because the rest of you guys don't know what's going on. But as our camera goes to Daryl in his room, he has since lit a candle in a very similar fashion to what Nora did when she was communicating back to Amos, and he's talking through the flame. As he's having this conversation, an image shows up in the flame of the candle, and it shows a gate very similar to the one that Nora, Simon, Evelyn, and Sarge had walked through when they were on their way into the Dreamlands. And it shows another woman stepping through it. And that's where we end today's episode. Who is it?
Dun dun dun!
I want to go study at the Great Library.
I want to go study.
Well, you guys don't know this is happening.
I want to go check out Truro.
I'll describe the woman next episode. Kitty cat.
I bet she looks a bit Roman-y.
Yeah, a little bit. A
Yeah.
little bit. It's the Terminator. She steps out and naked.
Sarah
Wait,
Connor.
what? All right. Anyway, that was episode 12, guys. Hope you enjoyed. Let's go round table and wrap things up.
Can we call the episode "What a Lovely Night" and it be Floyd's last name?
Yeah, night, like spelled with a K.
I've literally never named any of our episodes, but sure, let's call it that. We can call it that.
I'm gonna go back and rename all your episodes for you. Last episode was Dear Waterfree.
Yeah, I know, right? With like 3 E's.
One of them will be Driving Clubs.
I mean, I feel like it would be really fun to make episode names, but guys, I gotta admit, I don't got time for that.
No
As
one
you'll
gets-
notice, I've made some adjustments to our shows as time has gone on in order to spend more time actually planning the story and not doing all the other stuff that obviously isn't as important. So, anyway, thank you guys for hanging out, and thank you for the resubs and all that fun stuff and the retweets. I will go ahead. Let's start our round table with McLoken this time. Tell us a little bit
Because
about
women
you.
don't always come first, apparently.
Yeah.
What if I recognize myself as a woman?
Maybe
Still,
you do.
I
This
don't.
is 2018. I can't really judge you.
Yeah. Welcome.
I like your big bushy ginger beard, madam.
Thank you. So, hi everyone. My name's McLoken. Tonight I played Floyd Knight. I hope his voice was good enough. I was kind of going for game showy, charming. So hopefully I pulled that off well enough. I'm this character is way different from Sarge because he knows a lot of shit, and so I had to study about a bunch of lore
especially the lore he knows, because I know what lore he knows, and it's a lot. And I know a good chunk of it, but I have to like brush up on like some like Nyarlathotep. I had to research today a little bit to be like, oh, I know what I'm talking about when I say things, so Adam doesn't laugh at me after the show's over and call me stupid.
I thought you were doing very well.
Thank you. That means a lot coming from you, because I'm sure you probably know the book that I have.
Yeah, I do, but you know, you shouldn't read it.
He already did.
Yeah.
Oh, and then you shouldn't read it again.
No, he should not read it again.
No.
A lot of people died in the process.
Yeah.
There's a backstory about what happened with them while he read that book. You guys can catch me here on Sundays. This is my Sunday show. And then Mondays, starting not this upcoming week, but June 11th, I'll be doing a City of Mist campaign where I have to have Meta make her character and finish that. And then Tuesdays, I'm on a show on Encounter Roleplay, Encounter Roleplay's channel called The World Tree Burns, where I play a gnome, and I'm super excited because he's really cool. And then Wednesdays, I do my show Chosen, which is a 5e Final Fantasy hybrid. Thursdays, I play Johnny in the City of Mist campaign on 6 and 20, which will be Not So Speedruns channel. Then Fridays, I play in Warhammer Dark Heresy campaign, where I play Achiel, the Amate of the Emperor. And that's super exciting. And then Saturdays, I'm not doing shit. I'm probably on the couch playing video games and not talking to anyone. That's what I did yesterday. So thank you guys and follow me at Twitter, at McLoken. And I love you guys. So
Awesome.
that's it for me.
Great. Swing over to Adam.
On Monday to Saturday, I stream from usually like 5 o'clock BST, so that's like lunchtime. In America, I do horror, Magic the Gathering, Lovecraft, Darkest Dungeon, stuff like that on the channel. In some sort of medley at the moment, we're doing Pillars of Eternity, so that'll probably be going for the next 3 or 4 months. Those games are notoriously short.
Fantastic. All right. How about Avi? Oh, I caught you at a bedtime. I see that now.
Yeah, I'm sorry. The cat literally keeps jumping on my lap. I'm trying to put him down.
That's
Hi.
awesome.
I'm LadyAvianna. I have a cat, and he needs love right now. Let me tell you, he just needs it. I stream making cosplay stuff. Sometimes I do makeup stuff for cosplay or making costume stuff. I also do roleplay. I don't play in any other tabletop campaigns right now, but I am going to be starting up playing a character I played on this game a while back that we talked about today, Evelyn, in Arc with like a different story, but the same kind of concept of a character, the nerdy girl and the high watch voice and all that kind of stuff. And I'm going to be doing that soon on my channel. I also sometimes I do survival games or horror games. I'm currently playing a little bit of Don't Starve, but then I also like Vampires coming out soon. And I know it's not technically horror, but it's kind of horror-y, so I'm probably going to be playing that as much as I can as well. But you can find me pretty much anywhere at LadyAvianna. So Twitter, Facebook, Instagram. I post lots of cosplay pictures on Instagram, so if you like that, then that's your thing. But yeah, thanks for being here.
Yes. Awesome. Great. And of course, Devin.
Hi, I'm LadyDevann. I stream every day if I'm, as long as I'm not out of town. And then Sundays are on here for D&D. And I stream from like 5 Central Time to midnight, whatever I feel like. And right now we're playing Detroit Become Human and State of Decay 2.
Nice. Very cool. Thanks, guys. Please do follow all of our cast members here because they're wonderful and fantastic. Other than that, this is me, Metamancer, my channel. I realize that we have had a wonky schedule as of late with everything I've been doing. Not just for this show specifically. I meant like in general, I've been kind of randomly streaming. I would say expect more random streams out of nowhere for a while as I'm on the season for this Conan Exiles RP server. I'm trying to get you guys more involved with that, and it gives me an opportunity to actually interact with chats because I can't really do that when I'm GMing. I can do a little bit on my Friday nights, which is Dark Heresy, but again, I try to focus on the roleplay of like what's happening, and when we're doing tabletop shows, roleplay is pretty much nonstop going the whole time, so I can't really like pause. But with Conan, at least I can like, there are lulls between RP sessions inside the game, so I have more opportunity to have a conversation with you guys. So if you want to like kind of check me out during the gameplay type things, that would be the time to do it. And just follow me on Twitter or be on the Discord for that, so you get the notifications, other than obviously having the notifications on for Twitch, which I know don't always work, so thus Discord or Twitter. And that's pretty much it as far as that goes. I will be back on Encounter Roleplay on Thursday, running the other City of Mist campaign that I'm in. And then Thursday night, we're supposed to be back on for the City of Mist 6 and 20 campaign on Not So Speed Runs. So those are the two City of Mist games that I'm on right now. And then obviously Monday we'll be adding one more, and I'll be on McLoken's channel doing more City of Mist. If you can't tell, I really like City of Mist. It's a fantastic system. It's super flexible and is very roleplay heavy, which is my thing. I'm less intrigued by complex rules and more into narrative. So you guys will find me doing a lot more of that kind of stuff versus like standard D&D. And then, of course, Tuesdays I am playing in the Myth Dawn campaign, which is our homebrew on Unmade Gaming's channel. And then other than that, yeah, just Fridays and Sundays here. So I hope you guys enjoyed tonight's episode. Thank you for sticking around and hanging out with us and supporting the channel. This will be up on YouTube in a couple days. And if you want to kind of listen to it, if you missed a portion of it, you can do that at that point. I stopped doing those things on Twitch because of how the way like collections and all that stuff works. So the best way to catch previous episodes is going to be on YouTube moving forward. And we're going to go drop a host somewhere. And in the meantime, I hope you guys enjoy the rest of your Sunday night. If it's, going into the next day, have a great week. And I hope to see you around. Talk to you guys later. Bye-bye.